Hello everybody, welcome back. Yes, that's right, we are here ready to go. It's another Sunday, another whole bunch of fights coming your way. It's ESFL 37 coming at you, the Esports Fight League. Thank you for being here. Welcome, good evening. My name is Bailey and I haven't been here for a few cards now, but I'm back, baby. It's good to be back. It feels good. So if you don't know me, hello, welcome. Hope you enjoyed tonight's event. Joined this evening by my main man, me co-partner in crime, Mr. Chair. How are you tonight, sir?
And wow, this card tonight. Wow, that's all I can say.
Yes, wow, this card tonight. Also want to apologize for cutting off the first 2 seconds of your sentence there. You were muted. It's okay, you're not anymore. That's my bad, guys. Just getting back into the swing of things. All right. The fight card, like you said, we have a retro card coming at you tonight. I say retro because I feel like we've got some big fighters that have been around the game for a while. Some big names. And yeah, we're going to get it on. And I am pumped for this one. It's good to be back on a card like this tonight with some of these names standing out to me from the early days of the ESFL. So we've got some former champs on here as well as a championship fight. But let's take a quick look at that card right now, guys. Here you go. Look at this, lining up from bottom to top. We've got a couple of newcomers, a couple of good fights here. That could beat Declan kicking us off. King Choi's here tonight as well. Kaylee's Calvin's in the house. Bone doing works, taking on Lexar there, number 5. What a great fight that is. That's the 5th fight. Moving up that card. After that, Lemers Khan taking on EK Elias. What a stand-up matchup that is going to be, Chair. I mean, that's going to be straight fireworks. Then we got Lessons trying to figure out the puzzle, pick his way around the spider. Another great stand-up matchup. Then we got Joshua's Hammer. Now, we had a discussion about this. It's Joshua's Hammer now, we're going to say, right?
I believe it's Joshua Hammer.
Joshua Hammer, we got it. Joshua Hammer, Dare to Soul, what a great fight there. Dare to Soul, an absolute phenom, as is Joshua. Suspect Zero, former champ here, taking on Combo. Prioxis is fighting Prodigies. Can you just have a look at that? The double P's taking on each other this evening. I mean, what a good, what a good matchup.
I know, just looking at it.
I can't wait for that.
Just looking at it, man. Fireworks right there.
I like this. We've got Pry coming back here. Then Preacher taking on Crooks. Hell yes, please. Then we got Jab Straight Spam. So this is an Xbox card this evening, guys, but we've got Jab Straight Spam. Damn it all. Taking on a Bathing Gash, a little PS4 action thrown in there. Why not? Throw a great fight in there. Co-main event, and then main event, Kinetic taking on Darth, who's been tearing up the rank scene recently. And what a great night of fights we got here tonight.
This card is absolutely insane, Balin. I'm excited for each and every one of these fights. There's not one fight any of y'all you can't blink on any of these fights. These fights are going to be insane. You guys are going to be seeing grappling. You guys are going to be seeing technical stand-up striking. You guys are going to see it all this evening in these matchups. And like I said, then we have Kinetic NRG defending his belt against EK Darth. And Darth is going to be looking to avenge his brother.
Oh yeah, man.
Taking the belt from EK Suspects.
You know how the EK guys roll. You know, they take it seriously, get their teams in there. Yeah, man, it's going to be a great fight. I mean, Kinetic is not giving up that belt, man. He's not giving it up. He's holding on to that for as long as he can. So not again, he's not having it. So he's got plenty to handle here tonight in Darth, but we'll see what kind of game Kinetic brings, because when he's on. So yeah, man, it's gonna be good. We are just waiting on this first matchup right here just to get going, get this first fight looking good for you guys. But yeah, we just want to say it's great to be back, guys. Don't forget that, you know, if you want the updates, if you want a sneak preview of the card coming up, if you want you know, a little bit of insider details, you can follow us on all our social media. All right, there is a Twitter, there is an Instagram, there's also the Discord. If you're not in there as well, you get all the updates in there as well. So make sure you jump on the social media, follow us on that as well, hear from us. And you can also follow the lovely competitors and commentators, many of whom also stream, also part of this community. So spread the love, guys, you know. So there we go. All right, we're getting some word in the truck right now already that this fight's getting made behind us here. Just making sure we got it. We don't begin these until, you know, it's ready, and apparently it was, but you know, that's not the case.
It looks like he's still trying to warm up before this fight.
No, thank you. We're good to go now. Anyway, it is good to be back, Chair. You know, the ESFL, what is it now? We're in August. So we started on the first day, the first Sunday of release, the ESFL started. and that is, you know, we're number 37 now. That's 37 weeks, give or take. I mean, not really. You know, we've done more than one. We do twice a week sometimes, so it's good to be here and to still see the ESFL growing strong, man. Community going, and you guys tuning in every Sunday to watch these fights. So I'm very happy with all the work we've done so far as an organization, and I'm really pleased with everyone's contributions, all of the fans' efforts, and just all the fighters showing up each week as well.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%, Baleen. This community has definitely come together more as well. I have seen that in many aspects, and it's just been great to see that, and seeing all the new people, as you said, streaming, all the people trying to contribute to the community. And you know, there are a lot of people streaming now, streaming UFC 3, and just spreading love for the game, spreading love for the community. It's awesome.
Yeah, man. Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself, of course. All right, it looks like the fighter has now been made aware that he's supposed to be competing in a fight tonight, which he does know. Yes. But there we go. So let's have a quick look back at that card. So Khabib taking on Declan, this first fight of the evening here, guys. Now, Khabib is 1-0 right now. ESFL undefeated. No big feat when you've got only one fight under your belt, but you know, them nerves are real. He'll get another one in here. Ranked 79th right now. And you can view those rankings on the website as well. But he's taking on Declan, who's 1-1 here. You know, 2 fights in the ESFL. It's not much of an experience advantage, but you know, Declan did show some good, a bit of a, you know, more of a well-rounded game in his last fight. So it should be a nice little fight to kick us off, get us started this evening.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm not too familiar with the clan, other than the 2 fights that we have seen so far. But they are going in a weight class where, I mean, I think a lot of people would agree it lacks a little bit of grappling overall, but Khabib, I do know, is a grappler. That's his thing, so I'm interested to see who he picks against Declan and who Declan picks as well in this middleweight matchup right here.
Yeah, it looks like they're just getting into the lobby now. Like we said, I mean, we were under the impression this fight was ready. We apologized that it wasn't. You know, we were all good together. It was like, all right, let's do it. But no, apparently not. So it's all good. Sometimes under the impression that as soon as, you know, they see that we start discussing these fighters, snap themselves into gear here, and to get it going here. We are seeing the, hang on a minute, we're getting word here. Well, the second fight is up. I don't think we're going to move to it right now. I think we're going to wait for this first one. If we take a look at some of these other matchups coming up here tonight, I mean, another one that stands out, Pry versus Prodigies here. I mean, you've got a beautiful, I mean, if you look at the base style of each of these strikers, Prodigies traditionally likes to push forward a lot, likes to put a lot of forward pressure on, but Pry, you know, started off as a counter striker. That was what his game was, you know, when he was making his name in the early days of ESFL, but he's really evolved into a fighter that can do everything now. So I'm wondering, do you think Pryor will come with that counter game tonight, or try and counter that forward pressure of Prodigies by implementing his own forward pressure?
I think Pryoxis might come out a little bit more patient, considering this new tuner that just dropped. There has been stamina changes, so people definitely have to be a lot more careful about their shot selection, because missing strikes now is going to start really killing people's stamina. So these guys have to be technical. And one thing we know about Pryoxis is that he's a very technical stand-up striker, and he's going up against somebody who is also a great striker, a great all-around fighter, all-around game, you know, in Prodigies, and a top player. So both of these guys, top players right here, and that's a huge fight on this card that stands out.
Yeah, I wanted to just highlight that one because that's, you know, that's one of the more interesting striking matchups, because it will be a striking battle that we have here. But I think you just made a good point in that, you know, the new tuner is dropped. These missed strikes are going to cost a lot more. It does bring to light a bit more that footwork stat that we see in a lot of fighters, and how that's now going to affect not just the cage control, your ability to cut off your opponent, narrow that angle as they're trying to circle out or retreat backwards, but also, you know, being able to just take that extra step back, sit just on the outside of those range, pay attention to the feet of the fighters, and then making your opponent swing and miss just that little bit more, even if it's by that inch, because every single strike they do fall short on, you might have, like, you know, 4 or 5 points extra ahead in that footwork stat. That's really going to pay off. So we might see a couple of extra, you know, picks come up here, especially between those two. They know they ain't going to be striking. It should be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, everybody's going to have to be very, very careful, you know, with their head moving, because this time around, if you miss something like a big haymaker and you get countered, easy KO. Everybody's got to be careful. Now, I think some of these fights are going to be ending very early compared to some of the ones that we've been seeing, you know, dragged out a little bit more. We have been able to see some decisions. I think we're going to see less decisions, especially on a card like this.
Oh,
so
I mean, hopefully
it's going to be
a whole night of just non-stop fighting. That's what we want. As soon as we're ready to go with the first matchup here, I think we're going to move over to the second one here, because this initial matchup that was supposed to be scheduled here, we're waiting on these first two competitors, but it looks like that one person's off in La La Land.
The second fight's ready to go.
I think we jump over. Let's jump over. Let's hopefully these guys are watching the stream, paying attention like they should be. And well, it looks like they're just hang on. Here we go. Hang on. Let's double check. Let's make sure right here we are good to go. We don't want to bring. Okay, right. Yeah, let's move it over.
Yep.
Let's move on over to the second fight. We'll just get this card going, because these are both great matchups to bring you guys here. So we're going to jump straight on with the second fight of the night here. We've got two newcomers making their debut this evening, my friend, Mr. Chur. And that is Guinness and Mr. Choi 420.
Yes, and I don't know anything about these guys. Not at all. I do know Guinness, I believe, is actually from Ireland, I think. And it's honestly a weird fact that I know that, but that's, I think, the only thing I know about these guys.
Are you being, you know, culturally, you know, insensitive and just assuming that because his name's Guinness, he's from Ireland?
No, absolutely not. No, absolutely. Absolutely not.
He's Irish.
I know.
There's Budweiser's fighting next.
No, so. I did. I saw him in a party with some high tier players. With high tier players, and I hopped in there. So you know, he might have been training with some top guys. So we'll see what he brings. He's coming out with a striker, whereas as King Chow here, 420 is coming out with a graph. King Choi. I apologize.
No, it's okay.
But yeah, with DC. So this is an interesting matchup. A great matchup right here. We got double champ versus Junior Dos Santos. Let's go. First fight.
I mean, yeah, JDS got that slight hand speed advantage, a little tall, a little ranger, that straight right. It's going to come right down the pipe, can sort of stop that forward pressure if Choi tries to get on the inside. But let's see if he changes elevation. Got to be real careful going to the body, though, I think, just Choi here, because you got to think that Guinness are going to be looking for that rear uppercut on JDS, because you just bang one of them off a jab and you rock your opponent almost every time with that. So we'll see here. And we have some crowd volume. Excellent. We always want to see crowd. This is a notice to all fighters competing tonight. Please chant on your crowd volume. Thank you. All right. We're going to get it going here, guys. First fight of the night. ESFL 37. Great to be back. What a great night of fights here. Kinetic defending his belt versus EK Darth in the main event this evening. But here we go. Guinness here. Red gloves on JDS, taking on King Choi in the blue gloves. Beautiful teep to start. And then again, yeah. Right down the pipe. Outside leg kicks. And you don't see a lot of kicks coming out normally from a JDS here.
No, he's pulling some fancy stuff out early. Ooh, wow. Nice. He's already showing great movement. He's picking his shots.
Yeah, and then he tried to step back in with that rear uppercut. Twice he's now trying to land it in there, but Choi doing a good job moving forward with that forward pressure, but there's a double uppercut into the jab forward, coming back there with a head kick, just not breaking that block, but beautiful ankle pick. Yeah, now he's going to clamp down from that side control top position, but doesn't stop the sprawl straight away here, Chair. Lets him roll. And he's up.
No problem for him. Let's see if he can get out of this clinch, though, against DC.
Yeah, got some double unders now. He's going to have to fake, but no, he gets the double leg. And now the grappling style. You wonder when it's going to stop. Does get the little full guard momentum sweep. Uses it to take the backside control here, and wisely gets up.
Well done.
Needs to get that teep going. Stop that forward pressure, because when that distance was closed, he did get a rock before that came down. So, you know, it is working out for Guinness right here. Gets that double uppercut in. Trying to duck off, and there, both throw the overhand at the same time. Choi catches him nice and clean with his right there. And the head stat is going down nice and low here. Choi's going to keep that forward pressure up using the double jab. Shoots a single. Can't run the pipe here, though, Choi.
Nice takedown defense. Nice takedown defense. He's showing a lot of tricks and moves, but King Choi coming out with the takedowns though too again. Hold on, big
this
rock
time Guinness catches the overhand. They're both throwing him at the same time. There's the lead head kick coming down. JDS has a lot of nice kicks. It's a great pickup at heavyweight. A little bit more compact than Overeem, a bit higher chin stat as well, and does have a full range of kicks. And they're both throwing these overhands at the same time.
Wow.
Great job by Choi grabbing that single collar there off 3 strikes, overhand into 2 hooks and grabs it. There's a lead uppercut, dropping Choi in the back and uses the little taunt.
And he taunts him. Oh man,
you love that JDS taunt. It's such a beautiful little. It's nice. You don't see many signature moves these days, do you? But definitely JDS has his little point. There's the teep again. Keep that forward pressure coming forward.
There we go. He's not letting off at all. He is pressuring this man non-stop, but he's got to be careful that double leg moving forward though.
They're both just
can't get caught. Can't.
Ooh, there's that compact straight right that we said about, and there we go. Breaks the block over the top with the head kick, nice and easy as well. And that straight right caught that forward pressure. 1-2 into the head kick, break the block, and it's a heavyweight fight. You know, it's going to be over quick. It's going to be over quick. We knew it would be.
Of course.
And he was going ham with that pressure, but he could do. He had the stamina advantage. There's no worry there for him to put that on. Nice and easy. But what I thought crazy was they were both throwing those overhands at the same time. Anyone could have got caught with one of them.
Absolutely, and I felt Guinness displayed a lot right there, man. He definitely showed that he's a striker. He's here to put you to sleep. He started denying the takedowns and he was swarming them with combos, and he did not let up. And there we go. He ends with that big roundhouse kick to the head.
Yeah, I thought it was real good range management as well. You know, he wasn't reaching anything. He didn't throw a step-in jab when he was too far away, and he was planting, throwing them straights and them uppercuts in range. You know, he was never reaching, trying to reach that range, and he was never firing short either. Like, he knew his range, he knew his fighter well, he knew what to throw when. We saw teeps, we saw outside leg kicks, we saw that lead head kick, we saw the straight double uppercuts, the overhand.
A beautiful body knee.
Everything.
Yeah, exactly, Balin. Yeah, he really mixed up his shot selection, and he did a great job of, and he landed a lot. So, you know, actually, wow, he landed. Seeing the stats here, he didn't land as much as I thought, but still enough. He doubled his opponent's strikes plus. So,
I'm ready.
Wow, amazing fight for that first fight. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that's kicking us
off.
That
was a beautiful performance by Guinness.
Wasn't supposed to be it wasn't supposed to be the first fight, but it turned out it was. So there we go. But that's absolutely fine.
Great win.
And just in time for these two to get it on here as well, which means we go straight into the next one. I heard some microphone chatter. Let's hope that that's muted for us here for a second. All right, so let's jump straight into the next one because we can, and we're good to go. We got Declan taking on Habit, or Kaibit, whatever you prefer to pronounce. There we go, that we can hear them. There's some, I don't want to, let's just take this down, give them a chance to meet their mics. But this is an interesting matchup as well. Now we got Kaibit here in the blue gloves, taking that Weidman pick. We know he's a grappler. Great pickup. I love Weidman at middleweight. Slightly underused, very well rounded. Got those elbows in tight, those knees up the middle. Great top game and clinch game there as well. So I expect Kaibit to use that, but he's facing off against a Jacare that's all kind of countered there really by Declan's Souza pick. What are you making of this, Joe?
This is, I mean, this is kind of where I thought maybe the picks would go, but this is going to be a very interesting fight. I'm interested to see what the clan has for Khabib's grappling, because like I said, I know Khabib is a grappler. The clan has showed that he's got grappling skills as well. Yeah, this is an interesting matchup. I'm not sure, I'm not sure which way this one's gonna go. Very, very interesting picks.
Yeah, and in terms of the record, Declan, like we said, he's 1-1 right now. So he's picked up that first loss at ESFL, and he probably knows you're gonna lose at some point here. It's very hard to stay undefeated. There are no undefeated fighters on this card, I don't think, apart from Khabib, who is currently undefeated. Yeah. We'll see following this one and the previous two, obviously 0-0, and now Mr. Guinness 1-0, but every other fighter has taken their losses here at ESFL. It's not easy to stay undefeated. Even our current champ, 11-2, Kinetic, he's dropped them 2 losses here as well. So it's tough. It's a tough game out there. Oh my, this was good quality until about 2 seconds ago. Bloody hell.
See if the refreshing works this time. Oh wow, yeah.
This seemed to be okay for a moment here. Well,
I'm not sure about this one.
Nor am I, not particularly. Maybe we should let them scrap it out and get this update in chat for us here as well. Perhaps we can have another fight, a host. We do have the third fight of the night available here. Yeah, I don't know about this one.
This one does not seem to be picking up any steam in terms of quality.
This one's on. Unfortunately, that's unwatchable at the moment. Yeah. Let's move on. We do have these things check in, but sometimes they come through a little different. I mean, I've seen the Khabib's stream run through, and it's definitely been a lot clearer than that in previous fights. But there we go. Maybe he's dropped that quality for us. Make sure his connection's good for the competition, but unfortunately, yeah, a little bit suffering.
UFC 3 on Atari. That's
on
what it looks
Atari,
like.
Is it? Wow. When are we going to get it on PC, though? I think that's what most people want, really.
People want it on PC, but it's out for Atari now. You've seen it yourself.
They do, indeed. They do. All right, we're going to move on. We've got the next fight ready, good to go for you right here, which is also a great matchup. We're moving up the card a little bit nice and quickly here. I'll get these fights in. So this is 135, one of my favorite weight classes right here. And looks like we're going to have a few different picks coming through here. Calvin E coming back here, 2-2 right now, ranked number 77. He's taking on Kalish, I believe is the pronunciation. And Kalish here, 0-1 right now, Chair, looking for that win. And picking up Marlon Moraes. I am here, Jimmy Rivera. Come and fight me.
I like it, Valen. And listen, Calvin Y, I have fought him before in the past, and I know how well-rounded he is, and he's going up against a guy in Kalish, if I pronounce that properly, and he just picked Marlon Morales, so he's definitely going to have a stat disadvantage in many areas, except for power, I would say. So he's got his hands full with a fighter in Calvin Y right here.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, Calvin's very well rounded. I mean, the reach is going to play a little bit of a factor. I mean, it obviously will do.
Only 1 inch.
But I mean, yeah, but you talk about the height as well. Just it's going to be easier.
That's a big one.
I mean, it's going to be easier for Calvin to change elevation, to get underneath, work that body, also duck underneath and shoot if he needs to. The recovery time on those short shots by Kalish here is going to be slightly longer. He's going to be able to work those kicks, so, you know, that's his arm reach. His legs are going to be longer. He's going to be able to kick from further away, you know. Let's not just think about the arms here, Chad. The legs are longer.
Absolutely.
It's a good shot selection on Marlon Moraes. You know, you got that. They've got the jump knee, you got the knee to the body, you got the switch roundhouse, got a good leg kick. So there's a full arsenal here. You could work some nice multi. But I think he just needs to be careful not to chase Calvin here, because like you said,
agree.
Calvin's very good, and he's had 4 fights now in the ESFL. He's had 4 fights. He's made his mistakes. He's learning from them as well.
Absolutely, and I think, you know, picking DJ is a great choice. We only see so many people pick DJ, and DJ is great. He's great for setting up the takedowns. He's quick on the feet, quick with the hands. He just doesn't have a lot of power.
Yeah, well, we'll see how that plays in. All right, here we go. Second fight of the night right here. Kalish in the blue gloves taking on Calvin Y in the red. This is number 88 versus number 77 right now. Bottom of the rankings, working way down. But these guys are hungry, man. They're in down there because they're having a lot of fights. One of these could be champ next day. We've seen a lot of fighters move up nice and quick. And here we go. They're trading the 1-2s on the outside here. And here we go. Using that speed. Calvin trying to get off as many combos as he can. Just whipping in that jab right hand. The 1-2 down the pipe. And Kalish here, he's keeping his distance, trying to work that roundhouse in. Kicking game was good. You know, he's going to want to work that share. He's got nice advantage here, and the reach and the range, but he's got to be real careful because that distance can be closed real quick by Calvin. Does a great job banging those hooks, keeping off that forward pressure.
Agreed. Kalish, I just saw him use the leg kick. I think he's going to need to use leg kick when he's standing with him in order to keep that range. And now they're back. Oh, he denies the tie.
Beautiful
clinch.
fake.
Oh, gets it himself.
Man, fake double knees, takes the tie, and then the trip's coming out. We're getting a slight lag here, but side control top position here, and 2 little elbows for his trouble. Why is he hitting that sprawl here for Kalish? But he's got to be careful. He's going to have a tough time getting up from underneath the DJ right here. Oh, no. Desperate on the sweep attempt for the side control here.
taking advantage of DJ's grappling stats. DJ's got fantastic for bantamweight. You have Jimmy Rivera and DJ for grappling, and he's using DJ.
And Kalish, you know, he's 0-1, man. I mean, it might be a bit of a flashback to his last fight here, just thinking about how the ground game happened. And you know, there are certain fighters in the ESFL, man. You have a weakness in your game where you're taking a full stand-up fight, you know, they're going to take it to the ground. You can't expect your opponent to fight where you want to fight, so it's all about now, how good are you at getting up? Do you hit the fake? Do you go for the momentum build on the far side? Do you try and work in a different get-up? But right now he's just landing some short shots and letting Calvin posture up an advanced position here. Going to get that knee slice, fakes it into a nice elbow. Ooh, oh my goodness, this does not seem good. I'm just hearing it. I'm not seeing it, but doesn't matter because it's over.
And he puts him to sleep. Damn. Elbows.
And that's what he needed.
Postured up half guard.
He had that side control, hit back there to full guard, took that half guard position. Beautiful. And man, yeah. Kalish. I know. Ooh, just
big elbow.
So fast as well. Just far too quick. Just the momentum and the power generated is unprecedented.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And what you said earlier, though, Balin, very, very huge what you said. People see a weakness in somebody's game, they're going to exploit it. They're going to do their best to exploit it. If they know that they can grapple and that their opponent can't, they're going to go for that grappler and try to hold them down. And I feel like Calvin's game plan was to use DJ's grappling skills to take Kalish down, and that's what he did. He got him to the ground, and here we are. Great fight. Wow.
I mean, yeah, exactly. I mean, like, you know, Calvin's that's his 5th fight in the ESFL now. You know, he's coming in with that experience. He's fought, you know, at least a slightly wider range of fighters. And, you know, if you're looking at Kalish now, you might play a good Marlon Moraes in ranked, you know, where you can keep the fight where you want it. But at the ESFL, you can't expect people to not try and grapple with you. You know, you're taking a pure stand-up fighter, you better be constantly trying to block that clinch attempt. I mean, the takedown's not too difficult to spot, but it's all about that clinch, and he let him get that single collar real quick. And then he got the fake, 2 knees to the body, straight into the tie, fake, and then the trip. And that's kind of, you know, a standard play-by-play move sets go through to get that fight to the ground, you know. So although Kalish did a good job a little bit on the outside here, did a good job not getting swamped, got a few kicks off. It's what DJ's good at, man. Short, fast, close that distance real quick, get on the inside and grabbed it up, snatched it up, and that's all he needed.
That was it. That's all she wrote. Got him to the ground, did his work.
I like
Beautiful
that.
fight.
Very
Beautiful
simple
fight.
Got him to the ground, did his work. Love it. All right. Okay, now we're moving straight through these. Oh, we're on number 3 already. Bloody hell. All right, and this fight's good and ready to go. Looks crisp and clear for you guys here tonight. And don't forget, this is ESFL 37 here, guys. You know, we're moving through these. We're coming up to 50 soon. We have a little special celebration. Quick look at that fight card there for you. You can see we're moving through these fights. Just had Kalish taking on Calvin. We've got J-Rog taking on QXLV coming up next. And after that, we're hitting nothing but the classics, some of the best fighters from around the world on Xbox here at the ESFL. And it's going to be a great night of fights. We're just getting started here as well. So we're jumping straight on over to the next matchup. J-Rog taking on TH4, one of the 4 horsemen. Recognize, chat. You better recognize.
Oh, wow. I didn't even see that update. No. We have J-Rog QXLV, correct? Oh, no, I'm sorry. No. I did see that. I do see he stepped in. Stepping in, okay.
Coming in
I see that. Wow.
This got even better.
T4H recognized. Wow. Now, yeah, that's blowing my mind. I should have scrolled up a little bit more there. I did not see that. Wow.
I don't know if you can quickly... Do you want to see if you can grab the rankings and the stats for Recognize, just so we can compare him to J-Rog here? Because J-Rog's only 2-1, but he's up there at number 25 right now. Like, he's beat some higher level competition. A 3-1 record's great to have the ESFL, especially, you know, you're gonna bump yourself up those rankings if you can get a win against Recognize right here, because that's a legit name.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm trying to see if I can grab Recognize as a record here. It doesn't look like I haven't. I do not have an updated record.
It's okay. Maybe we'll get word from the guys in the truck.
tough opponent for J-Rog, and J-Rog himself. This is, I mean, having a last-minute opponent like this is never easy. I mean, so him being 2-1 and going up,
he jabbed himself into this clinch, immediately got put in full tie, denied twice, and now recognized snatching up that guillotine. It's a two-stage submission that could be over right here. It's not. It's not. Wow. I mean, that's a bold move, grabbing a clinch straight up here against recognized. Maybe didn't want any of that stand-up, but almost gets himself subbed immediately here. And getting out of place. Quick little update here for you. We got a little notice. Number 14 in the world right now is recognized. So, damn, man. And this is his 11th fight here at the ESFL. Can you believe that? 11 fights he's had now. So this is a real veteran matchup here, and he's taking the back again, trying to sink in that rear naked. Worked his way to that position, but good job by J-Rog, staying calm. Going to keep that stamina battle going. It's hard to submit a Jacare.
Yeah, I mean, you got the mirror match right here, and this is very difficult.
He's going for it, though.
Somebody recognized, man, is somebody that played this game. So he was a top player in UFC 2. He had a lot of fights in UFC 2. So, like you said, he is an absolute vet.
He is here, and J-Rog, you know, he's got to stay calm. The longer he's got this top position, the more I think he can just calm down a little, relax. You know, remember what he does in these positions. What's his go-to? What does he like? He's hitting the stack guard right now. You don't see that often, but definitely that's a position people like to take. And once he's found these comfortable spots, he's going to start to slow his breathing, get that heart rate down, get over the fact you're playing recognized and your palms are sweating a little bit. And you're on the ESFL live right now, and he's going to start relaxing a little bit. He's holding this top position. This is good. This is one of the safest places to be. So he can just sit here.
Yeah, J-Rog.
No, what were you going to say about J-Rog right here?
J-Rog's doing, I was just going to say, yeah, J-Rog's doing a great job right now. I mean, I'm just blown away. He's doing a great job of holding Dart here, recognized, in a position where you usually would see recognized. And you never know which way Recognize is going to go. Sometimes he just wants to stand with you. Sometimes he wants to grapple you. Oh, he waited. He can't, though. Recognize was smart. He can't waited for the stand-up. So
I thought he would at least try and fake.
Done by Recognize.
He'd try to get that little Peruvian off there. I thought he'd get the little fake off and then try and transition to that backside at least to stop that stand-up. But now Recognize coming forward. Ooh, throwing two leg kicks on the inside here. You've got to be real careful. Those hooks are coming out. This is back and forwards here. Overhand breaking through that forward jab that Recognize is trying to put out there. But look at him dart in with that jab. No one's planting. Everyone's moving forward or moving backwards right here. And again, the clinch is initiated. And I Recognize kind of dominated this position last time. But now we've got a full tie here. Going to snap the guillotine. Nope, 5 seconds left. Oh, big knee!
End of the round, big knee. And you wouldn't, I don't know what would have happened if he would have let loose right there. Oh,
that guillotine right at the start of the round right there. Nice little back and
crazy
forth
first round.
Jay, we're going to take some deep breaths, settle in. And Dart here going to see if he comes forward with that forward pressure again here. This is the second round. ESFL 37 right here tonight, guys. Great fights coming your way. T4H Recognized stepping in. Short notice CT overhand right there. And J-Rog doing his best to stop that forward pressure. Oh, man. Tries to trade in tight with the
there's
uppercuts.
That pressure.
Yeah, and that's what you mean, man. You got to. Sometimes you want to plant, you want to throw. He tried to do that, but lead uppercut beat him to the punch. I believe he's trying to throw his own rear. And to Recognize here, he's got so much stamina, he can do this all night. And J-Rog's got to plant, get his back off that cage, take the center back, and just sit still. Sit still, trying to find a counter. Slip off, throw the straight right. Maybe slip off, come back with a left hook, but don't keep moving backwards. As soon as you're back to the cage, that forward pressure is not going to stop from Recognize. And there's a knee to the body. You know he's trying to look for that guillotine too. There's a deny.
Yeah. Oh,
shot, knees to the body. Ooh, fake into the break. Good job for J-Rog.
Nice.
But he's throwing that leg kick, which seems kind of a waste to me, really.
I mean, yeah, Recognize is absolutely relentless. Oh, he got a beautiful ankle pick on Recognize. Wow, beautiful ankle pick. Let's see if he can hold him here, or is he going to camp it? Oh, he's going to sit. He might try to sit here and get the. Oh no, he's
nice to deny. And this is where he was comfortable in that first round, Sherman. He sat here, he held that top position, and Recognize didn't get up. The ref stood them up. So, you know, it's it's comfortable for him. He just needs to relax. He needs to not do that. Go straight for the posture and not go for a fake before it, because now that triangle's being snatched up here, working to get that right leg back across the throat. Going for a three-way escape here, pushing top, and he's out.
And that's what I mean. You can expect that with a Jacare Mir match. They have great ground stats. They have great submission stats.
Yeah, this is a nice MMA fight here. Lots of good clinch work.
Yes, it is.
Oh, Jay trying to dive on that single leg again, and you know he did get dropped though, so he is down this round. Did implement his ground game a little bit. He is working that leg. I said there's a bit pointless because there's so much forward pressure. Trying to get that leg kick off is not always the best idea, but he's getting checked on it now though. He's getting checked. And look at the head health for J-Rock. We're getting a little lag here, guys. So apologize for this one. Coming and going, you know, most of the time it seems to be alright, but stuffed on. But Recognize lets him up, man. Not having any of it, Chad.
No, this is very interesting. But they are having a great fight right now. Like you said, this is a great fight. We're seeing a great display of stand-up, clinch, ground. We're seeing everything right now. But J-Rock's got to be careful. He's doing very well on the ground, but he's got to be careful in the stand-up here. You don't want to Recognize pushing your back against the cage like this.
He's getting a little too predictable with that leg kick. Tries to jab into the turning side there, but he's getting a little too predictable with that leg kick, but he can't just keep going backwards. He needs to slip. He needs to try and get a straight, time it, duck under, throw an uppercut up the middle, anything. He can't just keep going backwards because he ends up here every time, Jet. Every time.
And look, now he's doing the leg. He's blocking the leg kicks. Both their legs are pretty hurt right now. They've both been blinking, so that's going to play a big factor in the takedown.
Man, we're going straight through to this third round right here. This has been a nice little matchup, but I think, you know, Recognize is putting on that forward pressure. Man.
He just missed that.
Blocks the left hook to the body as well, which could be worse. And this is the problem here. He's just going backwards. He needs to not do this. His block's too low now.
Gotta circle out of here.
He can't keep blocking because that head's going to go down. And Recognize knows it. He's played the game too much. He knows he can just walk forward and march him down because J-Rock is not giving him a reason to stop. At least time the overhand. Big right hand.
We got a little bit of lag here. No.
I feel like that would have been the end of the fight, even if we do get disconnected right here.
I don't know. It depends, though. Did he get a There's a couple.
Well, that's never good, is it? Controversial.
No, very controversial.
It's all excited here, isn't it? The ESFL.
I mean, I'm bugged out right now. That is such a disappointment. I
think, you know, we're going to leave that one in the hands of our guys in the back here if they're going to reschedule that or give it.
Not our job.
If we ask chat, I'm pretty sure everyone will probably give that fight to Recognize. I mean, J-Rock's block was so low, his head was so low. I mean, he wasn't giving Recognize any reason to not come forward. He was just moving back, you know, and you can move back and you can move back. And the more you do that, the harder it's going to be to do that because your block's going to go down. Recognize knows it. He saw it happening. He just walked forward and just unloaded. And, you know, J-Rock just needs to get a little bit more of a defense than backing up and trying to catch him. He's using that leg kick wisely, which is nice, but finding good timing for that on a swarming opponent, especially Recognize, always stepping.
Absolutely.
So look for something else, man. Slip and roll under. Don't just slip. Slip and roll under. You can come back to the body with a left hook. You can just duck under, try and get something off knees, anything, you know, just backing up and blocking and waiting after a three-punch combo to return yours is not going to work against a player that actively knows how much damage you can take before I break your block and start hurting your health and chunking off that head stat. And that's what Recognize did. Just kept working that. Apparently that seemed like someone pulled out their Ethernet cord. That's what I've heard in the back, but I doubt that's true.
We're not, don't know, but J-Rock was having some good early success against Recognize, you know, with the grappling.
He was.
And it started to, you know, once it hit that next round, and I think Recognize got his feet wet, you know, and then once he starts pressuring you, man, you know what it's like for somebody to be pressuring your face.
Oh, of course.
You know, Kinetic loves to do that, and when he's in your face, it's so overwhelming, and you don't really know what to do. Obviously, you got to circle out of there. You can't just stand still and just move your left stick. You got to do more than that to get out of a position like that. You can't have somebody like Recognize just going off on you with combos against the cage.
And like it's incredibly difficult. You know, Recognize number 14 in the world. It's not like I'm trying to explain this to be simple. You know, this is very difficult to deal with a pressure fighter like Recognize, who knows the exact time, space, and distance on that lead forward jab to step in at the right moment to counter basically anything you're going to try and beat him to the punch with. And the only thing you can do is try and throw that head off the side and catch it with something else. Try and get your own jab, just shift your footwork forward. Maybe was not expecting it, but anything else. You know, the teep was working well, the clinch was good, but you know, Recognize did grab that clinch attempt early going and snap down with that guillotine. So it's just a tough matchup. He filled in on short notice. It's a bit too much for J-Rug, a bit too soon, but that's going to be experience. He knows how good those upper guys are. If he wants to push past that top 20, he's had that experience.
Absolutely, and this is a great matchup. This is a great matchup. Bone versus NWO Lexar. I don't know which way this is gonna go. Lexar super well rounded. Bone doing work. He likes a little bit of everything as well. So this fight can honestly go either way. Well, Lexar has been around for a long time. Definitely a vet of the game. Bone doing work. I know he's been around this game. No, I wasn't too familiar with him in number 2, but this should be another great fight. We got Lexar picking GSP, so you never know what he's going to come out with. GSP is a well-rounded fighter in this game, and we have Bone doing work with the Tyron Woodley pick, so that's another well-rounded fighter. Obviously, Tyron's got the hands and the grappling, as well as GSP.
Yeah, I mean, this is, again, this matchup that we see where it's like, oh, we'll see who gets that top position when it hits the ground, because generally, both fighters not amazing off their back. Whoever gets that top spot can usually, you know, control that position and dictate the pace of any kind of grappling. But it's more about who uses that range and that distance to their advantage, especially because, you know, that T-Wood pickup, he's got a little bit of a speed advantage, got a bit of a chin advantage there. Yep. And it's not even just about the stats, it's about the frame on them. You know, you can get underneath a little bit easier with T-Wood. You can hit that double leg duck underneath that 1-2 a little bit easier. Those head kicks are going to be a little bit easier to get underneath, but the head kicks of GSP are going to come from a little bit further out. So it's a great matchup. NWO Lexar, like you said here, we're going to see him first in the blue gloves. Yeah, there we go. So Lexar, number 22 in the world, like you said, true vet, 6-5 right now, and you know, unable to really go on a streak recently. He's 6-5 in it.
Hey, when you're in the ESFL, man, there's a lot of guys. Some of the former champs, you know, their records might not look, but I mean, when you look at their resumes and the people they fought, you know, a lot of high competition, and the matchmakers always do a great job. So,
and
you know, it's always been tough fights for everybody. So it's great to see that.
And it's the same here with Bone doing work, 5-5, but number 15 in the world purely because of who he's beaten. And this is an opportunity for both these fighters to start, you know, a bit of a streak, to start some momentum. If they want to take on those top guys, get some of those fights against those good guys again, because they fought some of the best guys. Those best guys have sort of gone past them now. So this is a chance for two vets getting at it. Let's see who's can put it on the line. And these guys are both, you know, this is their 11th and their 12th fight here. So this is a lot of history. 37 ESFL fights, and between them they have 22. So, you know, they've nearly been here for the whole thing. But beautiful job, Bone doing work, already slipping off and throwing that straight right. I like that. That's the kind of thing you need to do to stop that forward pressure. Instead of sitting back, just throw your head off that center line, come back with a straight, and then now you can attack and return it. Ooh, both trading those big left hooks to the body.
Ooh, nice job by Bone doing work, not backing off. He landed a nice 1-2 to the body there.
Yeah, I like this little twitchy movement Bone's doing, just in and out, Lots of faking. He's block faking. He's not hand faking there. He's trying to slip throw the straight right there as well. Lexar changing up now, leading with the straight right, coming in with that lead body kick. I've seen him do that before. He'll throw the straight right into that roundhouse on the same side as well. Just getting out of the way, that left hook to the body, and that's the range playing a factor right there. Bone doing work just out of range with that lead hook to the body. 3 knees to the body there, but then a good deny by Lexar, grabbing a single.
And then another.
And that's it, Churlo. This is what we talked about. But no, he lets him up. Doesn't want any of it.
Interesting game. Maybe he wanted that wrestling as a backup. No, I'm sitting there. I'm thinking about it, trying to think. But he got up. Maybe he's just using Woodley to try to counter it and get up.
Yeah.
Not trying to grapple at all.
Well, maybe he's afraid of Lexar's grappling. You know, Lexar is very well rounded, but I'm seeing Lexar do that pull counter every single time that he's trying to throw that lead hook to the body right there. You see that coming out from Bone. It's falling a little bit short every time because the distance is being well managed by Lexar. And you can see the range really playing a factor right now, and the stamina going to start taxing because that new patch. Beautiful 1-2. Pause. Lead left hook to the body. Timing your strikes, mixing up the timing on them. Go watch Prize videos on YouTube. He's got some great videos on mixing up the timing of your strikes. Very Duke Rufus-esque in your Muay Thai. But Bone doing work, trying to bang that left hook to the body. Coming short, but you still getting that pull counter reaction. If you change that to a roundhouse, if he can just break that pattern, he can land big damage. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Oh, no, you're absolutely fine. This has just been right now. Bone doing work has been good. He hasn't been backing off too much of Lexar. He's willing to engage in the clinch, even when he goes. Oh, a beautiful takedown by Lexar. Can he hold him there, though? Oh, he rushed that crucifix. You always got to be careful of that. You don't want to rush that.
Yeah, went straight to it.
He's got him right now.
This time, this time gets a single. Got denied the first time. Oh, the switch. The beautiful single leg.
Wow.
Grabs a leg.
And this is maybe this. I think this is what Bone wanted. He wanted to be able to, if it went to the ground here, you know what, he can use this grappling here.
Yeah,
if it gets up, he's comfortable in the stand up. He's like you said, he's also a vet. Both him and Lexar are vets, so.
Well, he did give up that top position earlier on, but now, you know, maybe he's thinking 45 seconds left in the round, get a bit of damage off half guard postures up. He's only going to watch that main sweep, that get up on the far side here that would reverse him or give that easy get up to I can almost say to GSP then, to Lexar. So that's what he's got to watch out for. But good round from both fighters. I mean, who on earth do you give that to? Lexar did get that takedown in the end. No big rocks from both. Good leg kicks. Some good straight rights from Bone. I mean, it was a pretty close round.
It's like it was another great display of MMA in the game, rather than, you know, sometimes we see a lot of stand up. We've seen a lot of mix, you know, they're mixing it up in there.
And I'm
loving it.
Because there was a point, you know, in this game's history, maybe in about March, April time, when no one grappled because you just couldn't. And now it's part of, you know, it's becoming a little bit more prevalent, especially at the high end as well. So 1-2 down the pipe, beautiful. And there's the 2 again. So that pull counter, Lexar's going to that a lot, but he's not timing it very well. Sometimes when he's got it off, he's just been out of range anyway, so it's kind of aided. I love that. Sometimes it's nice to plant those hooks to the body, and there we go.
Nice,
beautiful. And that's what you need. You need to mix those in every now and again because they do big damage, and they do really stop that forward momentum, that forward pressure. You can switch the attack pattern if your opponent, if they land on you and then you don't get out of the way, then they land on you, then you land on you. But if you get a slip in there, come back, you can start going on the offensive. Lexar did that well. He's still trying to pull counter here though, Chan, getting tagged on the end of that straight right.
Yeah, but Lexar is doing a great job right now mixing up his combos. He's not overdoing it too much, but Bone at the same time is still catching him with that 1-2 when he's pulling back. So they're both tagging each other right now. It's a bit back and forth. It's Lexar with another nice slip. Oh, he got tripped right there.
Trying to throw that T, but Bone just missed 3-4 hooks in a row. Nice leg check there, but man, you got to watch Lexar's chin status going down a tiny bit here. That inside leg kick's coming out, but then you know Lexar's going to step forward with the 1-2. There's a pull counter, but doesn't catch him with the left hook there. Maybe go to the straight next time. I have to remember that. Oh, straight inside there.
Yeah, wow. And Lexar should take advantage of being on the outside right here and having Bones back towards the cage. Maybe try to put a little bit more pressure on him if he's able to. Back him up a little bit more. Maybe.
Yeah.
Not sure what way he went.
Get caught with that teep trying to back him up. But
there got counters.
No uppercuts coming out from Bone. None at all. And Lexar can roll underneath these 1-2s. He doesn't have to pull counter them. He can just roll right underneath. He can hit that body. Will come back up with a left hook of his own. He's trying to land it. Beautiful job. Slips off straight right into the left hook. Get a lead roundhouse to the body and shoots that double. But no.
Wow.
Animation just doesn't play.
Great match so far.
Yeah, man. Both fighters getting their licks and getting those rocks off. That lead left leg of Lexar's looking a little grim. Big left hook to the body off that 1-2. But again, I feel like Lexar can roll under. Bone only looking for that straight right counter. Followed by that slip. No one wants to throw the jab. They're both trying to do the same thing. This is where you want those leg kicks.
Yeah, I know.
And then
and also timing. Timing is huge right now. And this with the frame advantage and what you got it. It's all about timing. Who's gonna land that first strike? Who gets that advantage?
At this stage, though, at this point in the second round, you've got your opponent's patterns down. You've worked out, you know, what they're going to throw, how many punches. You're starting to make those reads. So this is the time to throw those strange throat shots in.
Oh, another big rock.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Oh, he just paused at the end.
He led.
Wow, big back and forth round.
He led with that jab. Look at that straight right counter on that tee. He led with that jab there, and he just slipped him through that straight right. I mean, that's what they were both looking for that whole round. But this is where you need to do some other stuff. Head kicks. About throw a head kick in there, like lead head kick off that jab, or same side head kick off that straight right. You know, anything to follow up. Throw the jab short.
What do you think, Balin? 1-1, 2-0?
Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. Both so close. Could be anyone's fight right here. It's hard to call these when I'm. It's hard to predict them when I'm calling them.
The damage. Oh, he's got Lexar rocked again.
But Lexar trading there, man. Trading with the 1-2, and his head health is low. He can't be doing that.
He's relentless. Slip straight.
I'd love to see him throw the jab short. Ooh, there's a slip. Ooh. Throw the jab short.
There's that big whiff.
Bait the head movement and come up with that head kick. But he's still trying to get that straight in there. There we go. Beautiful job.
Oh, and then he rocks him again. Oh, my God. The back and forth in this fight. Oh. These guys are having a very stand-up war right now. They said, all right, forget grappling. We're going to stand and bang. And here it is.
The slip straight. Oh. It's all on that slip straight. And you're right. This fight right now is 100% about timing and distance.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't want to fire. You want to be first, but you don't want to get slipped. But you don't want to wait.
And why? And these guys are getting countered by that. That's the biggest thing. The vulnerability.
Oh, lovely.
Huge, big rock.
That's a beautiful job. Pull counter, jab into the roundhouse and comes back with a straight lead hook to the body. And then just forward that pressure going on. There's the slip again. And this is where you default. Bones default into that jab. Lexar made the slip, but he doesn't there. And Bone goes back to the jab, hits him with straight though and rocks him.
Wow, this is insane right now. I think GSP has a slight advantage in the stamina department, but not by much.
Yeah, but that head's so
his leg is hurting.
Oh, how did he not get rocked? Oh, it's so dangerous standing there with a T-Wood just throwing 1-2s at each other. He's blinking like flashing traffic lights right now. Head kicks.
But look, you can see Woodley's stance getting. He's looking tired. Stance. He can only be able to throw one.
There's a slip. Bones still throwing that jab, and Lexar's still catching him. I feel like Lexar's making the adjustment. He's not leading with that jab as much. In fact, he pulled it short there to get that straight right in there. And Bones still leading with that jab, but catch him with the 1-2. Well, Lexar can do anything. This is absolutely insane right now. Both going backwards and forwards.
Look, this is it. This is Woodley's tired, man. But hey, we've seen him tire out before.
And Lexar there fakes the jab.
Oh man,
fakes the jab to pull.
We're gonna get it. Oh wow.
Fakes the jab to pull the slip out, but doesn't get it. The straight comes right down the pipe, but then he does a beautiful slip of his own, but there's no follow-up. Oh God, slip straight into the lead hook, roundhouse to the body, straight to the body, left high.
Gotta watch his stamina though. Oh my goodness, this is insane. Either of these guys can end it. They got 20 seconds.
It could go any way here, but Lexar definitely blinking that a little bit more. Getting that lead. There's that slip, but he goes for a jab instead. That's just that reactionary. It's not right there.
Oh, an uppercut, big uppercut.
Oh my God. Went the distance.
Don't pause, please.
Went the distance.
Don't pause. Oh, what an amazing fight. I don't know who they're gonna give it to. I feel like maybe Bone had a few more rocks. And a few more steps. I mean, I feel like he had more, which can really play a factor. But this was absolutely insane.
So many rocks. No real knockdowns, though. Stepped in there. Boom. He's doing a good job with that left hook to the body following that combo as well.
What a fight. Let's see.
Through all 3 rounds. Okay, I think you've got to give it to Bone then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great fight. Both fighters. Wow.
8 stuns. Excuse me, I'm hiccuping right here. 8 stuns on
That's what I thought. I thought he would, if it went to decision, I thought maybe Bone definitely had more stuns in there. And we know when it comes to the judges that Damina is the biggest damage. I'm sorry, I said
Damina. Damage.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm trying to mix words up here. I'm mixing words together. That's how lazy I'm getting.
I think
the damage factor.
Yeah, you take a look at that. I mean, that's the number 15 guy taking on the number 22 guy. Bone doing work, moves to 6-5. Lexard now 6-6, but Bone making a statement. You know, I'm up here. I am ranked higher than Lexar. 5-5 now. I'm 6-5. He's going to be wanting a top opponent. You know, next week. He's going to want to make his way back there. And you know, it was clinical. It was very, very, very close. But man, that's a great little fight right there. Beautiful fight. And don't forget, insane fight. We're going to keep moving through these fights here tonight. Next one, we got former champ Lemus Khan taking on EK Elite. That's what our matchup this is going to be. But guys, just want to quick shout out. Don't forget, we are on Twitter. We are on all the social media platforms that you can expect. Yes. Do go check us out on there. Follow, get them updates, get in the Discord, get that Instagram followed as well. Get a little notification so you know what the fight card is ahead of time as well. Tell your friends about it. All of that.
Yeah. Tell your friends about it. I like that.
All right, we're moving on.
Yeah, former champ Lemus Khan versus EK Elitis.
Oh my goodness, I'm excited. I am excited for this one. I believe Lemus coming off a loss last week to Mr. MMA Fro. Is that correct?
I believe so, actually. So he's definitely going to be looking for redemption, and he's going up against EK Elitis, who we usually see as GSP. So I'm thinking he's going to go Frankie with his pick, but I could be wrong. Nice. Elitis is a grappler. We all know. I believe we've all seen enough. I see. There's that Frankie looking for.
This is a great matchup.
But hey, Lemus Khan is no slouch when it comes to the grappling either. So EK Elitis is going to have to be very, very careful and not get countered. So this is a great matchup right here. We have another great fight.
I mean, these are all great fights. Did you see the fight card?
Yeah, every single one.
These are all great fights.
Yeah, I did. I'm listen, man. I can't even see the fight. I'm looking at these fights one at a time, just watching them.
Oh,
and they've just been insane so far. They've been great so far.
I mean, Lemus Khan, former champ, off the back of that left hook, off the back of that jab, rear uppercut, left hook, that slip left hook. And that's what's going to give him dividends right here. If EK Elitis right here on Frankie steps too close into range, got to do that little stutter step jab, the little stutter step 1-2, cut the C, and it starts with C, cut the angles is what I'm trying to say right now. Cut the cangles, and you know, work the body, and he's going to grab that single collar. You know, that's what Elitis is looking for. It's all about that clinch attempt, that single collar clinch attempt off the back of that 1-2. Forward pressure, create some space, back him up to the cage, make it a bit easier to set up all of them clinch attempts, grapple attempts with that grapple advantage. But here is Lemus Khan, one of the best stand-up strikers in the game. 10-6, number 11 in the world, deadly. And it's all about the left hook. I say it all the time. No one listens to me. I mean, you probably do. You're probably all aware. If you're at this level in ESFL, you know already. You know, but the left hook is a dangerous weapon. Lemus Khan slips with it. He rolls with it. He plants it off that straight right. So we'll see. Good fight.
Yeah, this is going to be crazy. And also with the Frankie Edgar pick, EK Elitis has a big stamina advantage, especially with the tuner as well. So that could play a big factor in this fight.
This is going to have to be a patient game right here from Lemus, but he can be patient. We've seen it before. Here we go. They're touching him up. This is the 6th fight of the night. We're moving into this one right now. EK Elitis taking on Lemus Khan, former champ. Lemus Khan, number 11 in the world. EK Elitis, number 12. And what a great little matchup this is going to be. And like we said here, Lemus got to be real careful. There's that sideways movement from EK, but he's moving into that left hand. He's be careful of that.
Yeah.
Whiffs on that switch.
Be careful. And look, he goes right for the clinch.
There's that single collar like we talked about. Nice little break there by Lemus though. Throwing that straight, and you don't want to walk into Lemus because Lemus will plant and throw. There's that little left hook. He will plant.
Yeah, look at the way he plants his feet. Exactly. He just demonstrated that several times. Before he throws, his feet are completely planted.
There we go. It's funny that, you know, you can have a great grappling game and seem unstoppable, but, you know, every clinch and every takedown attempt can be denied. If you are on point, if you're controlled in what you're doing, you can deny every one of them. And really quickly, all that grappling you're trying to do can just go out the window. So let's see if Lemus can keep it up. He's denied that last one. Beautiful switch roundhouse. He got off to the body here as well. And now Lemus trying to plant through that straight right into that left hook. And that jab right hook as well he's working for. But here's EK Elitas, his little 1-2s that we talked about. Gonna start to step his way in, push to the cage, get as much GA as he can, and grab that single. He gets it this time though. He can't give it up. Straight break for Lemus. Great job mixing it up.
It's a quick.
And there's the left hook.
Still very quick. Oh, he got him in tie. And then EK Elitas is very good at. He's very good at tie clinch. He's one of the he's one of the best people I've seen in Muay Thai clinch. I'll be honest. So he can hold you there if he really wants to. So he's got to be careful. See, look at this. Denial. So he's got to be real bad. Lemus Khan has to be very, very careful right here.
This is real bad.
He's putting on a clinch with that Muay Thai clinch. Wow.
Oh, man. Straight back into that single collar. And Lemus doing a great job there. Straight breaking. He had a good little game. He got out the first one, then denied the next two, then breaks straight away with that single. But EK's not going to stop looking for that single collar, you know, just because you landed a few shots don't mean that that's not coming back at you. And he's evened out that stamina differential from eating them big shots. So yeah, chat, like you said, man, great work in that full tie clinch from Elitas. And there's the head kick.
Yeah. Oh,
there's the jabber uppercut left hook. That's his move, man. That's his combo.
Lemus' stamina going down. Nice body kick. Ooh, nice shot to the body by Elitas. And he's just burning. He's wearing his stamina down, but he's got to set up his tie clinches. Otherwise, you know, he doesn't want to get caught coming in for that tie clinch.
And when you're Frankie, man, you got so much stamina. You can step in with jab, double jab too.
94 stamina, man. Yeah, he's got him and got crazy.
This is real bad.
And gotta be careful.
Lemus there falling short. Great job denying that takedown. And trying to get some leg kicks in here.
That's very taxing as well. Denials are very taxing.
Just whiffs on that roundhouse.
Big whiff, yeah.
Do you think we'll get a switch roundhouse to the head at some point?
I don't know, man.
Are there enough buttons for it on the controller?
Here's what I do know. We have guys, I mean, as far as, you know, rumors, you know, word to the grapevine is big patch coming, guys. I don't know if it's going to be one of the last ones, but very big patch coming in about a month or so. So definitely look out for that as well. It's definitely going to be, I assume it's going to be game-changing. So I can't wait to see what that brings to the table.
All right, here we go. Second round right here. So Lemus getting a few good licks in. But, you know, EK definitely doing what we thought he would do. He's stepping in with the 1-1-2. Just pressure. Grab that single collar. And Lemus here just needs to be careful, man. Be constantly aware, but it's really hard to get punched in the face and then not think about not wanting that to happen and forgetting about the single collar. But he denies it right there. Good start to this round. Oh,
again. Ooh, nice takedown by
EK, man. Gets straight underneath that overhand. I mean, I don't know if he meant to do that, but it was either unfortunate or perfectly timed. That distance was created. Lemus stepped straight through the overhand, tried to catch him with a big punch. And EK's now on top here. Elitas is great from this stack guard position. Everyone in the EK can't break grapples, but there's a full guard sweep. Oh, this is beautiful for Lemus. This is where he needs to be. Should posture up here, but gets denied. And there's a sweet momentum build here. And there's the back side sit out off that 2 hands on 1 arm. This is not good.
Yeah, Lemus, he's got, oh, he sweeped. He's just going to look, I think Lemus is just going to look to try to get up here. Oh, he got reversed. Swept. I don't know.
Swept. It's a plural. Man, this is not good for Lemus. He had that top position.
And look at Frankie, especially when you have 2 separate staminas. You have a grappling stamina and you have a striking stamina bar. And look at Elias's grappling bar right now. I mean, it's significant.
Yeah, this is real bad because there's 3 minutes left in this round and you're already here. Your block's going to go. Oh, the shimmy shake. The shimmy shake, baby. Lemus. Not the first time we've seen him do that. And there's standing planting with his left hook there. He's landing it. Wants to get that 1 rear uppercut left hook in there. As soon as he can plant and land that in, he should not be careful with the chasing though.
Big head kick.
And you're totally right, Chet. Elias just got way too much stamina right now, so he can just keep coming forward, no fear.
That's what I mean.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, but he tagged him. There it is. That's what I mean. He went for that. He went in for that tie clinch. He's got to set up those tie clinches better and be a little bit more careful. He's going to get caught like that again.
Yeah, and it was that jab, rear uppercut, left hook from Lemus, man, because he plants.
Yeah.
It's one thing about Lemus, he will plant and he will throw at you, and that's dangerous. I mean, sometimes, you know, you can throw and be a little bit short on that first shot that you throw. You deny on the ankle pick. And if your opponent lands their jab or their straight and you just miss with that first shot, then you can get hurt hard. But if you can catch them in your range when you plant and throw, you can do some big damage. A beautiful job going to the body, coming back to the head. 2 hooks up top for Elias as well. He's pushing him back. Yeah, he really wants him against that cage, get that grapple advantage here. You can feel him ducking under for that, for that double leg at some point. And Lemus doing a good job of blocking high, but that block is going down for Lemus now as well.
Nice body.
Oh, this is good pressure by EK. Lemus having a hard time fighting from this right-hand side of the screen, I'm feeling.
Yeah, this is, he's lower. Elias' stamina is going down, but oh, he just whiffed a couple of strikes there. That's not good for Lemus. And the ankle pick takedown before the end of the round, so I think that's another close round, but I mean, I think Elias definitely took that one. When it was at the back and forth, there was a stun. So that can, see, we never know. A stun can really decide the factor of that round.
Yeah,
alone.
And you see Lamas just whiff there, those big 3 strikes at the end. And Elite just come back with a head kick. And, you know, anyone in their right mind would have thrown a roundhouse to the body because that's your instinct to do that. But, you know, these guys at this level, they know that you're going to block to the body when you whiff, you know, on missed strikes at range. And so came back with a head kick, but Lemus knew that was happening as well. So that's just a little example of those subtle high-level plays like everyone would know. You whiff at short range, you return that roundhouse to the body, but, you know, he came up with a head with the lead roundhouse and Lemus getting his arms up blocking that as well. So little touches like this, it makes you know that these guys are just, it gets to the point where you have meta of move sets that make sense, and then these guys know what the predictable move is, and then they don't do it because they know what you're going to block initially. So,
or some people, I mean, just how Elias got caught with that 1-6-3 combo. That's a meta combo, but he still got caught with it when Lemus planted his feet.
Well, he throws it so well, and there we go, he's throwing it again there.
Gotta be careful. Elias keeps getting caught when he comes in with that really close with that clinch attempt, so he's been doing a great job of keeping the distance. Great clinch.
Tie and break, there we go. Lemus doing a great job mixing that up. You know, sometimes he's kneeing and breaking, sometimes he's straight breaking, now he's tying and breaking, and that's a good job by Lemus. Oh, stepped into the rear uppercut, and that's that forward pressure. Oh, this could be it. At least sprints bragging. Oh, the overrun!
Oh man, he takes him back.
The block is so low. He just sprinted down with the overhand. Jabber uppercut, left hook is coming in.
Having none of it. Oh my goodness.
Wow, man. Oh, he tried to throw it. Oh, but he got to the body this time and catches it, and that's why you don't return to the body. That's why you don't return to the body with a roundhouse right there. Oh my goodness, these two going back.
Guys, don't blink. Don't blink.
The double jab.
We're about halfway through the last round right now.
All that overhand that broke the block right there. I see that straight left hook coming. He tries to throw it just a bit out of range. Head kick off that same side straight. Oh, this is bad now. EK's starting to get that distance gauge, that pressure, and this is real bad. Throwing those 1-2s. He's
nice timing.
It's just a little slow now. There's a slip. I was going to say he's going to have to slip to get something off. He does.
Oh, big head kick.
This is not good.
Snagged him. Look at that clinch stamina. Look at the grappling stamina. Big rock.
He still has all these block though, so that lead head kick doesn't break it.
Look, he's got the stamina still. He's got the stamina to throw at least a 3-strike comp. Lemus is very limited right now.
Yeah. Oh, slips off the jab. Oh!
I think Lemus just came back from a 2-0 fight, possibly 3-0. I don't even know. For a knockout.
Feel good.
Wow, let's get some hype in the chat. for that comeback.
Oh my god!
Wow, what a comeback!
I loved it. Elitas stepped in to jab, and he did a moving slip backwards off to the right hand side. So not only did he slip, not only was he moving when he slipped, but he slipped off to the right as he moved, and then came back with that straight right, and then charged him with the jab. Just dropped him straight down with it, and then boom, boom, boom to finish. Wow, man!
I believe Lemus just broke a long losing streak. Yeah. I think he was on I thought he had a few fight losing streak, so that's got to feel great to have this comeback win in a fight where I felt he was definitely down at least.
And it's hard to deal
until that last half.
Because you know that the longer that fight goes, the harder it's going to be because of that stamina, you know, and it's just hard to fight off the back foot like that. And that's when you've got to start throwing that head movement in there, because you need those big strikes. You can't get the combos off. You're not throwing them fast enough. So beautiful little slip on the inside, moving backwards, and came back with a straight right for a rot. Wow, great fight.
Beautiful. And oh, look at that live notifications right there. Ooh.
Yes, that's right. That is right.
When can we do that?
Well, we've just had a little preview, guys, because as you may know, we are obviously affiliated here at the Esports Fight League, and we want a quick shout out to all our subscribers as well. Thank you for supporting what we do here, what we love to do. We appreciate you contributing in any way you can, and thank you for subscribing. And we just want to show you real quick. We have a couple of our emotes for you that we can show here, based off everyone's favorite Just Bleed UFC meme. So we can show you one of them here. Here we go. Here's one of them right here.
Let's go.
There we go. The Just Bleed. He's got a cup. He's got the controller in his hand here as well. And we do have another two more we want to show you here. These emotes for our wonderful subscribers here.
And if I'm not mistaken, these should be approved within the next day or two. They usually take 2 to 3 days to be approved. So guys, anybody that's subscribed already, subscribe today too. You guys will have these in just a couple days.
You gotta love the ESFL painted on the forehead, and like badly done as well on purpose because of what it was. And then we do have as well for the I believe that's the tier 2, and then our tier 3 emote here. If there are those tier 3 subs out here, we got the very, very special and a very exclusive ESFL belt right there. You can rock that in chat. That ESFL belt, the beautiful belt. Some people don't realize that it's a real belt. You know, and we got like normal mapping on that and stuff. That's a beautiful ESFL belt. You know, it's custom design.
It really is.
ESFL
well designed.
Beautiful design right there. So you can rock that in chat as well. But there we go. Emotes are coming through, guys. We hope you like them. We hope you like them.
Yeah.
We get more emotes later.
I'm hyped.
All right, let's move on now to the next fight of the evening. People, we have, man, what a great fight that was. Man, that was only the 6th fight of the night. We have another 6 fights.
Oh,
that could have been a main event. That
Listen, we have 6 more fights to go. I can only imagine their first 6. Like I said, with this new tuner, you know, the game has changed again. Let's go.
All right. Right. I think we're good. We are good. All right, perfect. Right, the next fight coming up now, we have another NWO team member representing right here in the form of Lessons, and he's taking on the one and only striking virtuoso, that is the Spider. Cha, tell me, what do you think about this?
This is gonna be a crazy fight. I know Spider's striking is phenomenal. He plays ranked, he plays ultimate team. He's he's number 1, I believe, right now in ultimate team. I believe I'm right on that one. He was sitting at number 1, so, and he's going up against a very tough opponent in NWO. Lessons has been around a long time. I fought him many times in UFC 2. He is a vet of the game. I'm not even gonna say the sport, you know, the ESFLs, but just the game in general, as well as Spider. He's been around for a while, so these are 2 vets. Again, this whole card is stacked with vets going up against each other. So I mean, I cannot.
What I like here is Spider now is 4-4. He's number 24 in the world. But I remember when he came up on the scene, I remember his first fight, and it may have been even his second fight that he had. at the ESFL, and he got dropped right in it. This is him right here, Spider, 4-4, great striker like you mentioned, but he actually fought, I think, lessons in either his second fight or his first fight at the ESFL, filled in short notice. And so these guys have fought, and they fought on a proving ground card, which was our little show before the main show. You know, he made his name on that proving ground card. Look at him now, number 24, still up here, still kicking it. 4-4, and Lessons won that match by decision. So that's back in the day, but now Lessons is still here. NWO Lessons, and he is
so Spider looking to avenge that one.
Yeah, he is, and you know what? You know that he is obviously a bit more competitive now as well. You know, he's fought in the ESFL. This is his second fight. It's only his second fight over his first fight. And man, you know, this is open-ended. The betting odds would be close for this one. And like you said, they're both vets.
I agree.
And this is, you know, they're good because their records are 5-5 and 4-4. Because it means they've been here, they fought the best, but they're still here. But here we go.
And it's not easy to keep a positive record in the ESFL. A lot of people, there's only so many people with a positive, there's only so many people with a very positive record in the ESFL. It's nothing but killers in there. So,
you got to take your licks and you got to keep coming. Spider likes to fight a little bit more on the outside here. And I love that Spider's staying southpaw. Lessons is like, nah, I'm going orthodox. Oh, beautiful jab, then straight to the body, pull counter. And he's seen Spider get that pull counter off several times already. And that roundhouse is coming in. You know someone lands it on you, you want to land it yourself. But only boxing so far from Spider. There, beautiful straight left. It's going to do such a good job. I love landing that straight to the body because not only does it stop that forward pressure, your opponent will eat a little stamina as well because you've interrupted a little strike. You can throw it forward, you can throw it backwards. And that straight left of Holly Holm is a beautiful punch. So, ooh, whiffing a little short there on that rear uppercut, sorry. And yeah, that's going to take some stamina based on that new tuning patch right there. Oh, pull counters for days from both fighters right here. There's another one.
Yeah.
It's safe. It's a safe way of slipping. A lot of people like to use the pull counter. And this is a head kick. Oh! Beautiful side kick to the head, side kick to the body. That is phenomenally done by Spider. That's what we're talking about right here with Spider striking. I love it. I love it.
This is great. Yeah, both of them. Oh, big head kick by Lessons.
Out of nowhere with that roundhouse, but now no stamina. I mean, Lessons are in. Oh, and that's what you get with no stamina. Fakes the lead roundhouse. Oh, the front kick. Oh, my God. I can't even speak. There's too much excitement. I'm glad that there was some lag and they slowed down because I had to catch my breath there. I couldn't go any harder than that. Oh, my God. So Spider there. Beautiful job. Gets unloaded on by Lessons after getting rocked. Lessons left his stamina low, thinking he could get a rock off there. Didn't get a drop. Spider came back, landed the lead body kick to the body for the rock, then faked the lead body kick again, came up with the roundhouse, throw the teep kick straight down the middle, got the drop, which is beautiful. And now they're back to trading on the outside here. Backwards and forwards with these pull counters, Chirp.
Yeah, this is insane, and you can see Spider's stamina advantage, and he wants to keep. Oh, big front kick. But yeah, Lessons has to be careful.
Oh, I love that. Ooh, but I mean, Lessons, yeah, I mean, he was not winning, but he got that first rock, and he went a little bit too much on that. You know, he emptied that gas tank, and Spider able to catch him with that lead leg on the way out, partially due to that stance that they're in right here, because you're exiting off that rear foot, leaving that lead leg out there. So that lead side of your body leaves you vulnerable to that lead side kick. And Spider catching him here, but you know, he's kind of taking that stamina battle back up. I just got confirmation from the truck in the back here that was Spider's second fight ever in the ESFL, filled in short notice at the Proving Grounds to fight Lessons. But now he's here getting the slight better of him so far in this round. Bam, into the second.
Yeah, crazy first round. And
see that front kick. Oh, boom!
Smell my foot.
Off the freaking
man,
the palm of the foot.
They need to recover here. They need to recover here. Lessons is down in stamina, and that's of course that's a big thing. You always want that stamina advantage coming into the next round. So Lessons has to be careful.
And they'll both recover at the same rate as well. Obviously, they're both Holly Holm.
Yeah. So see how much they actually both go up.
No grappling whatsoever.
No. These guys are not looking to grapple. Standing back.
Spider threw that lead side kick to the head and then the side kick to the body. I don't think I've ever seen that, ever. I didn't even know that was a thing. It was beautiful.
Yeah, he's always got some kind of trick up his sleeve, doesn't he?
He's been playing, yeah, something he's been practicing with. Using Holly Holm for sure, but yeah, you're right. That stamina advantage is there, but it's all how you use it.
Yeah.
You know, you can bait your opponent into being a bit more aggressive, then make reads on their attack if they're too predictable in those patterns and start to catch him and tries to throw it again. I think somebody's listening to the stream right now. Trying to stiff him there.
Yeah,
and they're both trying to...
Both their head health very close.
Oof. I love how you threw the 1-2-1 again. Get that jab back out there, but they're also planting as well as moving in to close that distance. So both are also still planting on the inside. Spider not afraid to plant and throw that big left hand, but now Lessons is southpaw this round as well. Using that jab real nicely.
Yeah, he is.
Ooh. There's that pull counter again. Spider trying to work that straight left. And Lessons here really trying to work that jab, getting that 1-2 off nicely as well. Jab, 2 falls short. Actually, there's a hook. Big left hook to the body. Lead hand, which was the right hand, sorry, to the body there. Spider being a little bit more patient because he knows, and there's that pull counter, man. Spider knows it's there. He's working it nice. There's that left hook.
Beautiful. Oh, nice.
Oh, dear Chad, this might be it.
Big uppercut. Oh, is Spider going to finish? Oh, another rock.
That lead uppercut all day. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. Clinical. And I think that's a passing with a torch right there.
Wow.
That's a lot of blood on their own. Spider making it look not easy, but definitely decisive. That lead uppercut. Bam, bam. Straight left. Man, so Spider improves to 5-4 here, and you know, this is a rematch. Spider's second fight, he lost that decision to Lessons. Spider obviously improving a lot, and Lessons, you know, come on, man, he's still one of the best in the world, no doubt.
Wow.
No doubt, still one of the best in the world. But
listen, I know, like I said, I know Spider more so through Ultimate Team, and he's like I said, he's number 1, and that's not an easy mode. Call it, you know, that's the cheese. So that's not an easy mode to be number 1 at, but he's up there with, you know, former champ Brandon Mack and all that. So he is very well rounded, and his striking is phenomenal. The tricks that he pulls out, and Lessons did a great job. And unfortunately, he just couldn't get the job done.
Yeah, and it was competitive. It was competitive at the start of that fight as well. It was just
absolutely.
Once Spider finds his range on you almost, and he finds that timing, it just starts to unload, you know. And I really think Lessons did real good, but he just threw like a 5-6 punch combo, just trying to get him out there early, get an early drop.
They were very good combos, but unfortunately, Spider was always pressuring Lessons up against at least towards the cage. So Lessons was very limited in his footwork. To a point where Spider was able to lunge backwards and be able to use some more head movement.
Yeah, lots of pull counters, and he really did get that early rock right there, and then that gave him the stamina advantage heading into that second round because he got that drop, and that front kick was coming out nicely. Really good gauge to stop that, because there was a lot of jabs coming out from Lessons. He was just throwing that jab, doubling up on that jab, and that front kick, whenever Lessons stepped in early in that second round, that front kick came up the middle, stopped that jab. So yeah, once he had that stamina advantage, Spider took that first half of that second round a little slower, and then once he pulled counted a little bit, you're right, he turned on that pressure and corralled them into the cage.
But great fight by both fighters, and like I said, I mean, they're both 1-1. Maybe we'll get a trilogy match. We'll get that grudge match down the road. So,
all right,
get another. Hey, boss, let's get another redemption card. Looks like we're gonna need one. We're gonna need one soon. I think we're gonna need another redemption card.
All right.
I think some people are.
Just as we were discussing that, I probably should have pressed the button to switch over right there. But this next match is getting underway right now. They picked on through. They are good to go.
Sub hype.
We have
sub hype.
Oh, thank you so much for the sub. Was that
Anza?
Anza, yes, man. Oh my goodness.
Let's go.
Thank you, man. Welcome to the ESFL sub family. Appreciate it. Get them emotes coming through. But this next fight's already starting. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeshua's Hammer, number 12 in the world, on the GSP pickup right here. Taken on Durducel, who relative newcomer came out of nowhere. But number 8 in the world right now. Durducel, beautiful takedown.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be careful. We know Durduzel, man. He's fight very well off his back foot, and he's going up against Yeshua Hammer, who loves to grapple. He's been trying to, practice, just get his striking up a little more as well. And here we are. He's on the ground already. Can he hold him here and do some damage?
Yeah, I mean, the Masvidal pick is a little ambitious, if you ask me. I mean, you're fine. Yeshua's Hammer. He's a phenomenal grappler. He always gets that takedown.
Yeah, I'll be honest though. I've seen a lot of the strikers using Masvidal welterweight now, surprisingly.
I mean, he does have good jiu-jitsu, good transitions as well.
It's almost like Bisping. Bisping has great stamina, great striking, not very good grappling, I wouldn't say.
Let's hope that this.
I feel like, yeah. Oh no, I see a disconnect coming. I think
we'll see. Well, the good news is they're just getting going, so we can just maybe get this straight back in this fight.
So what? Do we let them? Do we take away position?
Restart the fight. Oh wait, they've gone. Oh my goodness! Right, let's see if they can get back in that nice and fight, nice and quick. The next, we're not going to jump to the next fight yet. We'll give these guys a second here to get themselves ready. Let's take a quick recap of the event's evenings thus far. I think that's a good idea here. If we just look at that fight card here, look at this. So we had King Choi and Guinness with a great matchup there. Guinness, the Irishman, as you informed me, looking great with that JDS pick, landing that straight right down the pipe. And getting that wing over King Choi, nice and early, clinical. King Choi dropping to 0-2, and Guinness moving up to 2-1 right there. Then we had Calvany taking on Calez. Calvany with that DJ pick at bantamweight, great job. Kalish, I think we decided on that Marlon Moraes pick, not working out for him here, ranked a bit too much. And then J-Rog for Dart, recognized, filled in short notice there. Unfortunately, just a little bit too early for J-Rug there, and Dart putting in work. Props to him for filling a short notice, but proving why he's a number 14 in the world. Then we had Lexar taking on Bone, doing work. One of the best fight of the night right now. I mean, rocks both ways. If you don't remember, that one's the GSP Woodley fight right there, guys. If you don't remember that one, if you missed it earlier on, great fight. Go back and watch that one as well. And
don't forget our YouTube. We serve also. Gets our personal fight pass. We post all our past fights on there. They all get posted on there. If you guys want to check out past broadcasts, definitely hit that sub button on the YouTube page.
Yeah, for sure. It's all up there. You can go back and watch like ESFL 1. Like, it's all up there, It's watch the history of these guys. Some of these guys have had 15 fights. You can go back and you can see them all. So definitely check out YouTube if you like this sort of thing.
Pretty cool. You can do that.
If you need something to just watch while you're playing along, getting that grind in on ranked, definitely go check out our YouTube there as well. Yeah, then we had Lemus take on EK Elitis. What a great fight that was as well. EK Elitis showcasing that grappling, but Lemus coming out, pulling it out last minute. Jose Aldo barely. Great fight. Just taking it. It was a great matchup. I feel good right there. And so Spider just for lessons right there, showcasing that stand up and really taking it to
Holly Holm mirror match. And then he was throwing some crazy combos at him too, and just that pressure, man. We see that if you can pressure fight, you got to be able to escape that. You can't just have your back against the cage. You got to be able to circle out. It's just so dangerous.
It's hard as well at this level.
Crazy fights.
This level.
It is.
So coming up, we still have Pride taking on Prodigy. What a great fight. That will be former champ Suspect Zero fighting here tonight as well. We got Preacher, Ed Parker with the sub. Thank you for the sub, Ed. And we got Preacher taking on Crooks as well. What a fight that's going to be. And Jab Straight Spam taking on a bathing Ash, and then main event. We got the freaking champions fighting tonight, guys. Kinetic NRG. If you have never seen an ESFL, if this is your first night here, and maybe you've seen a bit of the old YouTube, there's plenty of great content creators on YouTube. Shout out to all the great content creators on YouTube. MMA Game, Martial Mind, Ricky J Sports. I mean, there's so many guys on there. I'm sure you would have heard the name Kinetic NRG. Well, if you've not seen him fight, he's the champion. He's fighting tonight. All right, so you can go back, you can watch that. That's coming up later as well. So many good fights.
Yeah, I am super excited for the rest of these fights, man. Like you said, we have this championship fight, Kinetic NRG versus EK Darth. Said Kinetic took the belt from his brother, so we know he's definitely like going
Kane
to look
versus the Undertaker, isn't it? But better because it's the ESFL, you know.
Exactly, Balin. So I'm really excited for that. I'm to see if EK Darth can get the job done. And he's got
he's been tearing up the rank scene, man. I mean, I was in Division 5 the other day just chilling. I had to fight Darth about 3 times. It was not good, you know. It didn't end well. I tried, you know. Just
tough,
a bit unrelenting. It's just not much you could do, really. But we'll see how Kinetic handles it. I mean, he's a champ for the reason, and we've got a lot of former champs on this card fighting tonight as well. But yeah, I think we're just trying to see what's happening. If we're going to try and get a rematch of that fight, to get word.
It's loading now. You might need a refresh. Mixer can be a little funky. They're starting their fight now.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me get it going. Oh, okay. Good. We're not going to miss anything here, guys. No worries. All right. Straight back in. We do have De Ducel taking on Joshua Hammer. Man, it's a tough name to say that, isn't it? It is a little...
yeah, Joshua Hammer.
Joshua Hammer.
Say John instead of Joshua. Joshua.
It's like Joshua Tree.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So the
Joshua Hammer.
Last first round started off with a big power double from Yesh. I just called him Yesh immediately. I don't care. I'm sorry. I'll try my best. It's disrespectful. I know. Joshua. I got it. Bloody hell.
We all make mistakes.
There's that overhand lead uppercut, that meta that we saw recently, but then he's planted and stood in there. I like the pressure from De Ducel though. Keep him back against the cage. He's going to limit that takedown. And ooh, good job stuffing. That's good. I'm wondering if Matador has any kind of negative reinforcement. Do you know?
Yeah, I'm not sure, but this is yeah, this is going to be De Ducel's constantly going to be on the lookout for these takedown
especially
attempts,
after those kicks as well. He's planting a lot. He's planting a lot. I mean, maybe he's doing that just to bait out some stamina as well, but
he does.
He's sitting in front of
He likes to use his back foot. He likes to use De Ducel from the past fights. Usually, he likes to back it up, bait his opponent in, and then he plants his feet. Big trip by Joshua.
Yeah, no feints whatsoever, and it didn't take long. 3 minutes left in this round. 2 minutes in, but on the ground already. Posture goes straight for the pass to half guard, the safe one. All about securing that position. Good job getting back to full guard there by Der, but man, he can't just be pumping these shots out. He's got to be thinking about a way up. If you're stuck in half guard with the GSP on top of you, what do you do, Jer?
Oh man, I don't know. I me personally, I sit there and just
do that,
deny,
mate.
But he just
that's what you
job.
do.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah, just sit there, wait, and then see if you just wait for the ref to stand it up, or if you're lucky, you know, you can deny enough to get that grapple advantage.
Oof.
Great get up by De Ducel.
And Yesh is
nice clinch denial.
Yosh, sorry, because of Yesh again. Joshua is trying to disguise that clinch, that single collar over that overhand. And no, blocked by Der. Der's just been patient here, just 1-2s and that lead roundhouse. That's what he's working. It's meat and potatoes is simple. There's a beautiful knee. And again, 3-4 punch combos. Oh, so surprised he got that stuff off because he threw an extra 2-3 shots. He shouldn't have right there, Chair.
No, he should not have. And now he's denying all the takedowns now. Besides that one he was able to snag, De Ducel was able to get up fairly easily. But Joshua Hammer not doing too bad on the feet.
Oof.
He's got to be careful.
Yeah, he's planting right here, but Joshua's got that bit high of a head health stat here. He's not too worried. And oh, he's getting that right hand in there before De Ducel can get go straight down the pipe or anything. This is good timing. Good management of the distance by Joshua here. You know, he's engaging in these little trades, but He's doing it wisely. Oh, God. Ooh. Massive body kick roundhouse from the right leg. Ooh, and the lead one comes back too.
And he had no stamina to defend that takedown.
Dude, that came out of nowhere.
That was, I don't know if he was trying to throw a straight. Let's see.
Or maybe he was trying to ankle pick. Oh, we can't say.
That's a switch. We did know. He looked like he was blocking his head, and he went to drop, and I think it was just a clean body shot. That was weird.
I think so. I mean,
wow.
Rock system. And then body shots said they got a tune in. I'm wondering if maybe he had slick for the ankle pick or something.
Vulnerability is supposed to be, if I'm not mistaken, it was tuned down a little bit on certain spots. I don't know about everything, but he definitely was vulnerable there.
He keeps diving right here on this single leg high crotch as well, this Joshua. I mean, he's the grappler, not me. But I gotta think right there, you're better off just shooting that double leg, just blasting a nice, quick, easy double, rather than going for this high power single leg, you know?
Single leg is tough unless the opponent's going backwards now. Yeah. If you try to get it when he's moving back and forth, then you can't really. Man, I always try to look at people's feet now when I go for takedowns, moving back and forth, because you know the advantages of double leg and single leg if they're moving backwards or forward.
Yeah, exactly. He did a great job again getting that leg grab from the clinch. He's getting these good takedowns from the clinch. Oh, he stepped back into range there, but he does get the clinch for it, man. I was going to say, real dangerous to step back into a range and a 1-2-3 from Durr. That lead switch is coming off nicely for him as well. But he got the single from it. Oh, he's trading with GSPN, rocking Durr. This is insane.
Oh, man.
Oh!
He's coming at him. Ooh!
And catches. That's why you can't return those body kicks this level, man. Sure, people make that read.
Yeah. If he finally was able to catch it, that would have been a dangerous body. Oh, man.
That's the second time Durr has reversed Yeshua now. And, you know, Yosh is doing a good job. He's done a good job getting these takedowns, but he's been unable to hold on to it, you know. And Durr's done a real good job being able to get back up, reverse position. Now he's going to make him pay and guard here.
I'll tell you, this new tuner, I'll be honest, with the new tuner in place, I feel like, personally, I feel like the game is more balanced with the stamina drain. It's making people think more about their strikes. Beautiful reversal, but it's making people think more about their strikes and not just, they can't just spam punches. Otherwise, if you're swinging at air, your stamina is going to drop very fast.
Durr gets up again. I mean, Joshua is a fantastic grappler. I mean, he's showing some good striking. He's rocking Durr on the feet. You know, technically he is. He's doing a good job, but he's just not been able to hold any of these top positions he's been able to secure, Joe.
Yeah, but I mean, beautiful duck.
And the high crotch again. See, if that was a blast double, he would have got that, you know?
Nah, I don't. With this game, you never know. The takedown denials I always felt were a little bit weak. I know people like I can't really compare, but Ultimate Team, people with 100 takedown still can't take down people with 70 takedown defense. So I feel like it's more about timing than anything. But another duck. See, another single leg block. Oh,
Joshua needs to.
He might have definitely made better. Hammer was doing a great job. He's got to be careful with these takedowns, though.
It's real hard to break a habit like live in a fight, but that was 20 seconds apart, and he did exactly the same thing twice. I mean, he knew it didn't work the first time, but again, he went straight.
You
back
don't want to throw it again,
crotch.
Telegraphed.
Well, I mean, I'd like to see him try and shoot a double leg. You know,
I mean, to be fair, the old game it was automatic. I think it's muscle memory. Too. If somebody had a missed head kick or missed a big missed leg kick and you went for that single leg, you know, that's an easy takedown. In this game it's different, so he's got to be more careful.
He's still keeping that forward pressure going. This is ESFL 37, by the way, guys. We are on fight number 7 right now. Joshua's hammer. Damn it, man. I mean, he's had... This is his 16th fight in the ESFL, and I still can't say his name. Like, Joshua's hammer.
Joshua's... Don't... you don't have to pluralize Joshua. It's Joshua.
Hope we ain't...
Just on the watch.
Exactly.
A little lag here. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
That's not good. Into the third round right there as well. Tough break.
Yeah.
Tough break.
Tough break. That is so disappointing. I don't know if they're gonna want to, if the back's gonna want to run that one back or not, but
perhaps they can run off, and we can get someone there to just feed us the deets. Maybe let us know what happened in it. It's a shame. It's a good fight.
Yeah, that was turning out to be a great fight. It's a shame it had to end there, man.
Well, all good things must come to an end, you know. I learned that. Like, you know, you got like a bag of donuts, and then you eat them all, and then there's none left, and it's just sad, isn't it? I was always, when I was a kid, I used to have like two slices of toast with peanut butter, and I'd sit down and I'd eat one, and I'd forget I ate it, and I'd look down on my plate, and there'd be one left, and I was like, I already ate the other one. Oh, so, you know, good things come to an end. I think we can all acknowledge that.
Yeah.
It's a weird analogy,
okay,
but it works.
Take a quick intermission.
I think we should do before this next fight coming up right here, just to double check. Yeah, before this next one. Okay, yeah, let's do that. Perfect, wonderful. All right, well, this is a chance for you guys to check us out on the Twitter and the YouTube. We'll get that dropped in chat. There's panels below the stream right here as well if you want to check it out. No more than 5 minutes. We're going to be about 3 or so, and we're going to jump that quick intermission real quick here for you guys, and we'll be back in just a second. With the last 5 fights of the evening. Moving on to the main card now. It's going to be good. Don't go anywhere. Right, everybody, hello, we are back. Gonna jump straight into the next fight, which is a fantastic one. Thank you for being patient with us here. We've got Combo taking on EK Suspect Zero, and I am personally excited for this one because Suspect Zero, former champ. I'm not incorrect in thinking that, am I?
No, he is the former champ. He was defeated by our current champ, Kinetic NRG, in his last matchup, and he's coming up against former NWO member Combo. And Combo is an amazing fighter. He's an amazing stand-up fighter. We all know Suspect to be a big grappler in this game, so this should be a pretty interesting matchup. And this is another crazy fight.
Yeah, I mean, Combo is literally a fantastic combo artist. But he does find that's not an expression at all. I'm busy doing something else right now for production, so that's why I can't talk.
Happens.
A combo artist, that's what he's good at. No, he puts together a very, very good shot selection. He is very tight, very precise, doesn't whiff a lot, gets off what he needs to, and he's gonna have to employ that right here. Now we're looking in the blue gloves right now. I believe that is Zero with the T-Ferg pick. And he's number 2 in the world right now, guys, okay? Number 2 in the world. So, Combo is a big step up in competition. Like you said, Suspect can try and get that takedown, but he can strike as well a little bit. So, you know, it's not beyond the realms of possibility for him to win this fight on the feet.
Absolutely not. And we have to be, of course, he's going to be careful. Mirror match. So, he's going to have to be careful with Suspect even off the back. With his submission, Suspect, he really likes his submission game as well. So, but Combo, man, he has nice, beautiful striking. So this should be a great fight.
Yeah, we want to see it. I mean, in terms of T-Ferg, you know, the single leg's usually the takedown that you would favor, but it's going to be that clinch game that Suspect's probably going to try and implement. But we'll see what Combo can get off on T-Ferg, man. T-Ferg's got great stats and he's a great striker, but sometimes, you know, he's a little awkward to fight with. I feel like he's easy to sort of flow with classic Muay Thai, like, you know, like you're playing with a Barbosa or an RDA or something like that. You know, T-Ferg's a little bit awkward. You got like teep kicks. You don't have a lot of, like, you know, like switch kicks. You got a couple of knees, but yeah, it's about being a little bit more unorthodox. Look at these two just trading 1s and 2s right now, though.
Oh man, you see, like, denial right away. He coming when it comes to Suspect. He's going to look for the clinch. He's going to look for takedowns. So let's see if he can use his stand-up to set up his ground game. Yeah, and Combo's just going back to that jab. He's using that as his rangefinder right now. He's just sticking it in the face of Suspect Zero. Just like jab, jab, jab. Just keeping him there. Test the range. Make sure he's in range there. But no. 1, 2, 3 into that single collar. He gets it. Tries to go straight through to the tides as Combo unable to. It's a short left hook, knee to the body. And there we go. Get them knees to the body. There's no instant rock on that, so you can just generally deal more punishment to your opponent here. In Suspect Zero, that's what I like to do in like a tight clinch. Get them knees to the body. Forget about getting a rock. Just keep them in that position. Keep working them over with damage. And now the double unders here for Zero. And this is a mirror match. If it does hit the mat, you know, this is a good idea here by Combo. You know, because he's gonna have loads of ways to get up. Yeah. You know, it's not gonna be the top game of T-Ferg's okay, but it's not brilliant. And Combo have no problem getting up. But the bottom game is good, so yeah, he's doing what he needs to. He just wants to avoid that clinch and avoid that ground and just do his thing on the feet. Look at that rock.
Beautiful job. Tries to get off that. Ooh.
Oh, he went for the. Oh, he went for it.
Little Imanari roll out to the side there. But no, great job. Tries to get that head kick in there as well, and great leg kick catch into the stun. And Combo's still doing a great job. I like that lead uppercut. He's throwing a lead uppercut, and he's throwing the straight after it as well. And that jab just pouring out here, but Suspect Zero already taking a little bit of damage on that chin.
Yeah, a little bit.
T-Ferg's so durable, I would not be surprised if this can go 3 rounds right here. It just depends how reckless these two fighters get. Oh, beautiful pull counter into the straight 3 big hooks to the body. Fakes the pull counter outside leg kick here as well. And planting is, you just see that he backed up a little bit. Combo's like, no, I'm not going any further. I'm going to stand right here, straight into the left hook.
No, I mean, Suspect, he is a vet. Combo, I mean, he's come a long way as well in his fights, and he's a top 15 fighter, I believe, in rank, so possibly top 10.
Yeah, I mean,
going up against the top two, number 2
he's
guy.
fighting number 2 in the world, former champ right here. You know, he's doing a good job. Got that rock off here, keeping that block down, that jabs keeping on the outside, and he's managed to stop all of this ground attempt here. So Zero's going to have to rely on that striking combo. Great job counter picking with the mirror match here, taking the fight to where, you know, forcing the fight to be where he wants it. He's just got to execute now.
Wow, what a round.
That's about summarizing it. What a round indeed. It's pretty good. It was a pretty good round. All right, here we go. This is the former champ here, guys. We've got Mr. Suspect Zero taking on Combo here, looking to make his name for himself. Combo number 20th in the world, trying to get some of that beautiful striking. He's doing a lot of leading with that straight right into that lead uppercut. I'm liking it a lot. But he keeps trying to get that Thai straight transition off here. He should throw a knee next time. And here comes the rolling knee bar on the inside. Going to take it, get that knee nice and high between your opponent's legs, up by the hip, nice and tight. Stepping around, hooking the outside of the leg here. Now going to crank on it, but no. Beautiful job. Returns into that top mount as well.
Escaped the 2-gator.
Now it's real tough because he's on the bottom. Suspect Zero's not got much stamina. This is your time to go, Combo. You got to get a transition off here, take advantage of it. You have all the grapple advantage as well, but he's not going to sit for it.
He feels comfortable just sitting there.
That's a bad idea. Never sit in a T-Ferg guard. That's like the worst thing you could do. You get the rubber, before you know you're mounted again. We're in side control. Great job with the denies here from Rubber Guard. Oh, no, he was faking. Sorry. It's hard to tell sometimes in Rubber Guard, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Rubber Guard, you get somebody stuck in there. Oh, he's got it.
Yeah, faked.
Oh.
Well, he stopped that posture transition, faked the transition to the right, and then came in with the Rubber Guard to the left. And here comes the elbows. And Suspect Zero made this work from a lot in ESFL. And there we go. The sweep into mount. And Combo, man, doesn't have much choice about being on the ground right here.
He's going for a 5-gator.
Yeah, he's going to step over, though, get that armbar 3-way escape coming out, but now he's got to push these 2 directions hard and solid. Look at the stopping by Zero, man. He's all over this, getting this pattern down. Top is up there, so to side. Beautiful job.
Oh, man.
Back into that Rubber Guard. And this is why you do not want to hit the ground. I mean, like, you don't even want to be on the top right now. You do not want to be on the top. You want to be anywhere else. Anywhere else but, you know, on top of a T-Ferg, especially in full guard. You can have stuff go down. There you get the half guard.
Absolutely. And especially with Suspect, man. Suspect is used to being on the ground in tight positions. I mean, I wouldn't want to be on the ground with him at all. I prefer to be on my feet. And there it is.
Combo did get that rock off first round, so even if he loses this round, he's not out of the fight yet. He can still take the next one. Did eat that left hook right there, though, which put his health stat down. There's a straight into that lead uppercut. There we go, again the rear. We've seen that all fight straight right into that lead uppercut.
He's got the former champ hurt.
So low, he does, and this is a former champ. It's a big deal right here. Combo number 20. A lot of fights we've seen tonight around that 20 mark, 22, 24, number 15, number 14 in the world. If he can take out the number 2 guy, man, he sets himself up for a title shot right here.
Oh wow!
Working that straight right.
Man, the damage to both of heads. Oh, big rock.
That's it. That is it.
He just gave Suspect the uppercut from hell. Dug that uppercut from hell and launched it.
Beautiful left hook, and he was ducking under. Ducking under right there with the uppercut. Wow, man. Wow. Beautiful.
What a crazy end fight.
He kept that pressure on him the whole time as well. Didn't relent, didn't give up, didn't waver, and remained calm on the ground, man. He was stuck in some bad positions. That Rubber Guard work just coming over the top, lots of elbows. And that's exactly where he wanted that fight. But Suspect Zero getting defeated by Combo, man. Combo number 20. I mean, he just took out the number 2 guy in the world. He's going to move up them rankings, right?
Wow. Congrats to Combo on that win. That was a beautiful knockout. He Sanganu Suspect with that uppercut. You know, he just flung his head back and everything. So beautiful knockout, getting up off the ground and finishing before the end of the round.
Yeah, it was closing in there as well.
Yeah, that was getting, I mean, but he managed to finish the fight before it went to another round. So great fight by both fighters. Congrats, Combo, on beating a former champ. So he's definitely looking to move up.
For sure, for sure. And we have, oh my goodness, this next fight is one of legend and awesomeness. We're just waiting for the final two to get paired up together here. And we have Pride taking on Prodigies, and they are both here. They are in the lobby. This is a great matchup. Now, have these two fought before? I find it impossible to believe that they haven't fought before.
No, I don't. They had to have been ranked, absolutely. But other than ESFL, I don't believe they have.
Wow, man.
Yeah, I don't know if they have.
That's crazy, because they've both been
blows my
around
mind because
for so long.
Exactly, and they're both top. I mean, these guys are the cream of the crop too. I mean, these guys are top 10 fighters right here, top 10 competitors.
Yeah, and Priox right now 8-3. We haven't seen him in a little while. You know, making a return here to the EA Sports UFC 3 stream. Always been a fan favorite here. One of our first champions. I remember he came in looking strong, hot prospect, lost out in that first tournament we did, the big money tournament. And wow, man, he's making an ample and a return here. Dropped to number 17 in the rankings here, just mainly because of inactivity as well. But he's taking on Prodigies right now. Now, Prodigies, this is his 18th fight in the ESFL, man.
Wow.
18th fight. That's how active he's been.
Non-stop. And these guys have fought many times before. Record's close enough. You know what? You can't always go by these, but you know what? With a 14 and 11, that's close. You know what I mean? For two guys like this. And hey, they're doing it on the biggest stage possible right now.
Yeah, but
so,
I don't think
who gets it done in the ESFL.
Yeah, I don't think either of them are going to be phased by that though necessarily. I mean, I think they've both experienced, you know, the height of.
You know what's crazy, man? You would think they were done with that. I think Mayo. You know, some people don't have the nerves, but if you talk to a lot of these fighters, a lot of them still get it. You never know. You never know.
All right, so Pride in the red gloves here. If you don't know anything about these two strikers, Pride tends to be a little bit more patient, a little bit more counter-fighting here. Again, this is a lovely 60 FPS for you guys to check it out here as well. Beautiful, nice and crisp and clean. And Prodigies, man, he'll find, you know, he'll work you down slowly, find the holes, take your weapons away, find his own little combos, nice and safe. 2 shots, pick you apart. And Pride, you know, he'll look for them slips, that pull counter, whatever he can get off here. Very cerebral as well. Double jab, beautiful, and then straight lead hook to the body.
Yeah, and he picked, you know, his boy GSP, and Prioxis with a great counter pick too with RDA. They match up very similar in a lot of aspects. So yeah, let's see what they both have.
And you know, RDA's got all of the weapons that you need, including that right there, which will be a great weapon for both players. Oh, the ankle pick from the head kick and gets it. Wow, Prodigies letting him know it's going off. We're doing everything right here. We're going to MMA this right here.
One of my favorite moves they put in the game. That ankle pick, I love using that ankle pick if you set it up properly. It's a beautiful tool.
It takes a little while to get the range on it, you know, but at this point,
it does. It does, but you know what? If you can time it properly and catch them moving backwards on it, oh, it's great.
Yeah, you got to throw it. It's weird timing as well because you wouldn't throw it at the same time you throw a normal takedown. You know, you can kind of tell when you flick that in, it comes out of nowhere even more so because of that. So a great
definitely takes practice.
Great little move by the devs there, and this is Pride right here, stuck on the bottom underneath Prodigies. GSP just gonna wear that stamina purely by being on top. Back to side control. Great job denying that crucifix. It looks like Price kind of resigning himself here to just do as little work as possible to get up. Doesn't want to force anything. Doesn't want to get denied himself. Working nice and slow. Deny Prodigies because you don't want to be underneath a GSP and start having all your transitions denied. Because that's when things get real bad. And that's when you start losing that stamina battle really quickly.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people take Prodigies as a striker, but I always considered him more of a grappler. I mean, he's got all a very well-rounded game, and same as Prioxis. I mean, look at this. There's a reversal. They both know the grappling system. They both know the ground game, the clinch game. But I do consider Prodigies more of a grappler, so I'm trying to see what he's able to do with these positions that he was able to get, and he just got reversed. So. Oh, and then another one right back.
And back and forward right here as well. The arm triangle reversal, beautiful job. You don't see that every day.
And that's what I mean. This is all you can expect from this fight is just high tier fighting.
I think
a game like this.
Any tiny error is getting capitalized on. I think is more.
Yep.
What you can see right now. If you're not faking them transitions, then you're gonna get reversed, and we saw that. You know, any kind of rushing is gonna get punished real quick. And I feel like the only kick that was missed was that roundhouse we saw. Oh, there was commentary. I didn't even notice that. Thank you very much. Hopefully,
it was very low. I wasn't even really paying attention.
There we go.
I kind of heard it.
It's all good.
They're doing a better job.
Ooh, again whiffing on that head kick, and that's what got him ankle picked, man. He went up for that head kick, it got blocked. So Prime may be looking to work that head kick. There's that straight to the body we saw earlier on in that Holly Holm mirror matchup, and how much stamina he lost, down half stamina there because he ate that straight to the body coming forward. And Price starting to turn up that pressure a little bit, trying to work his way in there. And Prodigy's leading with that straight right, which is going to stop that forward pressure again with that head kick. We're seeing a lot of that, chat.
Yeah, and with I think it's because of, look at the body kicks. Look, you can see Priox's body health going down. Prodigy is doing a great job of managing his stamina.
Yeah.
He uses ground game.
Yeah,
nice
Pry getting
combo.
caught coming forward now. Pry's trying to advance, get that forward pressure going, but he's getting picked apart. Prodigy's really finding
Beautiful head movement.
Beautiful shot selection like we talked about, and right now just mixing up really well and catching Pry moving forward. And Pry's trying to be the aggressor, being a little bit too aggressive and getting caught on the way in. But yes, great head movement by Pry right there. Needs more of that. Get some counters off right here. That's the kind of thing that's going to change the momentum back in his favor a little bit, because right now he's trying to keep that forward pressure going, but he's getting tagged.
Yeah, he's got to be careful, and he's draining more stamina. And GSP Prodigy's he's landing the combos to help with that. See, look, those body kicks, man, are faster. They're more useful now.
But Price, you know, he's jabbing in, and you can see that he threw that uppercut because, you know, Prodigy's trying to return after he thinks Price finished his combo. And he's throwing the uppercut. It's going over his stamina usage. You know, maybe that's a bit too risky, losing a little too much stamina throwing it. But if it lands, it's the kind of thing that's going to rock and swing that fight back in his favor. So he's kind of, you can tell he's aware that, you know, he needs to pull out some of these crazy things just to get these catches off, because Prodigy's just fighting so rudimentary right now, in a good way. You know, just landing that left hook, landing that body kick, timing everything nicely and capitalizing on this forward pressure and aggressiveness that Price trying to.
Yeah. And look at his stamina now. We're towards the end of the second round, and Price stamina is maybe 55% compared to GSP's like 70.
Oh man, mixing
up. Nice body kick. Yeah. He is. He's mixed it. He's picking the perfect time to throw those body kicks too, to really make use of that damage.
Yeah, he's planting when he throws them as
well. Look at him backing up, plants his feet, and lands a big hook. Oh, beautiful.
Price not relenting, man. He's still coming forward with that pressure, just tapping that jab. There's that switch to the body again.
Oh,
the combo's coming out so slow right
deadly.
Here. It is. It's a horrible, horrible kick.
Oh my goodness, man! You know, let me tell you, that's one of the metas in the team. Everybody's got a switch kick going. When that thing's flying at you at 100 speed with El Guapo perk, it's deadly.
All right.
Round 3. Let's go.
Let's see if Prodigy's can adjust at all. I mean, Pry can adjust at all, because you can tell he's trying to get that forward pressure going. Yeah, and Prodigy's just stepping back beautifully. There we go. Now he's catching those body kicks. About making those little reads here. Just some good movement by Pry as well. Ah, that switch to the body is just getting rocks off right now, and this is real tough because you've got to block low, but you don't want to watch that head right here as well. Damn, we're seeing some big body rocks right now off those body kicks, Chat. Oh, that's it.
I'll be honest, man. This might be one of Prodigy's best performances in the ESFL so far, man. He's going up one of the toughest opponents, in my opinion, and he's doing very well this fight. I mean, you can just look at the stats and just tell.
Well, he is number 3 in the world, you know. He got there for a reason.
I know Prioxis has taken a break, I believe, actually, from really playing the game.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's here and he's here to fight. So Prodigy is doing a great job against a really, really tough competitor.
No single leg pick right there. I always think that the body kicks of GSP are absolutely deadly. Brand new Mac really used them effectively when he was champion. And Pry, oh no. Good fight.
There it is.
Good fight.
Beautiful fight by Prodigies. He executed everything. I couldn't see him executing anything any better against a fighter in Prioxis.
I mean,
you know what? That was the.
I think.
Wow.
I don't know.
I mean, Prioxis is a tough fight.
I don't know if it was Pry's plan initially to come out that aggressive, but I think maybe he noticed that maybe it was because of the threat of the ground game that was there. But when he started turning up that pressure, he started getting tagged by Prodigies, and then he was doing things that were clever. You know, he was trying to throw that extra strike to have another one chambered behind it that would catch him, you know, trying to return. You know, you wait for your opponent to strike, they miss, you return fire. Pry, you know, was holding an extra strike in there, trying to catch in these little shots, these little uppercuts in there, or the fourth punch, the third punch at the end of a combo that you thought might be done, because he kind of, I think, could sense in the conventional sense he's low on the stamina, and he was trying to throw those little extra shots in there to catch him. And you know, some of them landed, some of them didn't. But Prodigies, man, you got to give it to him. He just fought real clinical that fight, real clinical, real clean, and landed everything. Everything he wanted to throw, he landed. And those body kicks of GSP,
absolutely. He executed his game plan perfectly. He couldn't have died. I really don't. He did everything just the way he needed to. He used his ground game. He worked it on the stand up, and he just put on a great performance. And I'm sure they're both going to come back strong. Like I said, I don't know if Prioxis has been playing the game a lot. He's been on playing some other games as well, but great performance by Prodigies. Great by both fighters.
Yeah, man. It's an interesting fight to see Prodigy come back like that as well. I'm quite getting them confused. This is why they've never fought before, because I would get them confused. Yeah. So everyone in the back's like, don't put them together. You know, Bay's going to make a mistake or something. It's good to see Prodigy's back fighting. It's clear that, you know, he changed up his game plan a little bit. I don't know if that's because he went in there with the intention to just fight, or if he had other plans in mind. He looked good still. But Prodigies looked real clinical, real clean. You know, no wasted movement, no wasted shots. And I think get back at the gym, we could see him competing at the top again against those top guys, making his way back to that title shot, of course. Yeah.
But wow, great performance by Prodigies. Great, thank you for to both fighters. And our next fight, we have EK Preacher taking on Crooks 209.
And we got some background music for this one to get us properly hyped, to get it going.
Oh, that's what I thought. I thought it'll go. Okay. I'm sure it'll go.
Yeah. Background music's only for a little bit, isn't it? But yeah, Crooks stepping in short notice, I believe, here. And he is looking to get a lovely win to his name, I would imagine. I don't have his record. Do you have Crooks' latest record? You can pull up for us.
I'm trying to see. Yeah.
But this is a camp matchup, right? We got EK versus Vegas MMA right now.
Vegas, technically, yes, it's a camp matchup right now.
Always good. Always good. Vegas MMA, the champion.
I don't think there's any beef between the two, but we do have two camps going at it right now.
That Bisping pick as well from Crooks, man. We talked about this earlier. Gonna have that stamina. I'm gonna be able to outlast a little bit, but Whitaker's real explosive, real tight. I mean, if you can just keep your combos short, 2-punch combos, and land them when you land them at the right time, you can just clean up your opponent really clinically, really precisely. But hey, look at these two freaking 11-3 for Crooks right now.
Yeah, and they're both using stand-up guys. Neither of these guys have crazy ground games, so I don't see this fight going to the ground whatsoever.
All right, did you get any stats for us on Crooks right now? Maybe we'll get it from the guys in the back.
No, unfortunately, I couldn't find any.
That's okay. All right, they're getting it on right now. This is the Coco main event of the evening right here. They're both going at it immediately. EK Preacher taking on Vegas MMA's Crooks 209. And man, the forward pressure from Crooks coming out, touching up really nicely. This is also a rematch. These two have fought before. And you can tell they've definitely fought before in ranked as well. But now they're on the big stage, the ESFL. It's on the line right here. And they're going backwards and forwards. This is so fast for a middleweight fight right now.
Yeah, they're not taking the pedal off the gas here. And
this is real Crooks, man. You can tell Crooks likes to use his Diaz fighters occasionally as well, because he's ending combos with that lead uppercut, and he's starting combos with that lead hook, and that's just very Crooksy. You don't see that very often. It's always that jab first, but he's stepping in with that lead hook trying to start those combos, and you know he can kind of do that. He's moving forward. He's got the pressure going backwards. He's playing trying to get that body lock. High takedown there, not secured though. Great job grabbing those double unders from the inside. Needs to try and find a way off this clinch though. Beautiful job. Catch the inside of the heel, step around and sweep to get that double under, and then pummel under, but no fakes, and into the throw.
Wow, big takedown by Crooks. This is a rematch, and EK Preacher was on the losing end last time, so I'm sure he's looking to avenge his loss here too. You don't always get that opportunity.
And this is real good for Crooks to be on top right now. 2:30 left in this first round. Even if you just get some denies off, you know you're going to hurt that block. You're going to get both.
Listen, neither of them have great off the back, so it's going to be tough. Ooh.
Yeah, Crooks going to get that stamina vibes right here as well, and all these extra little shots are going to add up, especially because Mr. Michael Bisping just needs an accumulation of strikes, just chipping away, and this is going to help. This is money in the bank for later on in this fight. Even if he gets off him right now, he's already done a fair amount of damage, just nice and clean and easy for him just early on in this round, which is fantastic.
Yeah, he's doing a great job just holding Preacher on the ground right now, trying to implement some damage on him, you know. And there we go, Preacher with the get up.
That forward pressure from Crooks is just unrelenting. It's very, very synonymous with that Vegas camp. I always want to know what happens when these guys fight each other. Like, who's going forward and who's going backwards? Because when these guys fight, they only go forward at you. And they come forward real hard. So who can stop that forward pressure? Wise move right there by Preacher, just trying to get an overhand in there. Anything to interrupt that forward pressure. And he's creating some space for himself now. Sitting behind that double jab, pushing him back over, and he's doing a good job. He can't just go straight back like this, though. It's nice to get out of the way, but he needs to not get outside that inside octagon, because that's real bad. Try to roll under. Eats the uppercut, but does get a pull counter off there. More of that, please.
Yes, agree. Ooh, big elbow.
Yeah, beautiful elbow. Nice and timed. Great distance.
But Crooks did a great job of grappling skills to hold Preacher down for a little bit. Let's see how this next round goes. Great first round.
Yeah, here we go. This is ESFL 37, guys. We still have the champion defending his belt in the main event of the evening here. This is the co-main Preacher, the number 7 in the world.
Big knockdown.
Again, dropped right there by Crooks, who's coming out with a vengeance, man. He wants this shot at the big show right here. He wants to get his name up there. And these are some
speaking of, better wait. This is Crooks announced on Twitter that he was retiring after this fight.
Oh, this is his retirement fight? Well, that's a shame.
Yeah,
Crooks is great defender.
I could be wrong, but I mean, on his Twitter,
he might come back. You never know. Putting him on him.
We'd love to see him back.
We'd love to see him back, because Crooks is putting on such a high pace right here. This is the kind of pace you don't see from middleweights. Love the fact he's picking up Bisping. There we go. This is Preacher adapting right now. He's got to find a way to stop this forward pressure, and slipping to the outside of that jab and coming back with a straight is what you want. Banging them hooks, maybe not, because you sit and you trade too long. You admire that work, you're going to get caught. That's exactly what's happened now. He's got to find a way to recover. The elbow comes in, but it's still too tight. There's the uppercut. Damn, that was a hell swarm of death from Crooks right there. And there's the
swarmed them against the cage, and that's what tonight, have we not? People just swarming others against the cage.
Yeah, and
they get the back.
And it's so hard,
man. And then people just hold. That was great performance by Crooks. Great fight. Yeah, big another win for him. in the books. So, I mean, we'll see what the future holds for him, but good luck to any future endeavors he has.
I mean, he just looked great.
He just decides not to continue.
Just took out the number 7 guy in the world like it was, you know, he's walked straight through him. It was a good fight, but towards the end there, he just really found his timing and his distance. And
he went off, man. He was relentless at the end of that fight. He was just like, he wanted to just put everything away, but...
Well, we know that Crooks won the... I mean, they fought online a lot before. You know, you could tell Crooks obviously knows where he's strong in that fight, knows the forward pressure is the way to go, and implemented that to his best. And we saw, you know, Preacher trying to find a way to win, getting his head off that center line a little bit. But you know, he did one good slip with a straight right, and that was it. He backed up, he'd stopped the pressure. Then he slipped again, and he tried to throw 2-3 hooks, which were blocked, and then he slipped again and tried to come back with more hooks, and that's when he traded, got rocked, dropped, and then it was it just carried on from there. So really, I think the patience in finding ways to not get pushed outside that center octagon, that's probably the way to deal with it. But it's absolutely terrifying when you've got someone running at you like Crooks, who's absolutely unloading on you. So crazy.
Wow. Great performance by Crooks. Like I said, we'll see what the future holds for him, see what he decides to do. I do know he's a big Madden player. He's very good at Madden, so when that game just dropped, he might be maybe he's looking forward to that a little bit more.
Yeah, and I'm sure
but we hope to see we hope to see him back. He's a great fighter. He's always up there. He puts on great fights.
Yeah, I'm sure the esports scene over at Madden will be very big as well, and I wish him, you know, all the luck over there competing with the big dogs in the Madden leagues as well. So hopefully he does well. Hopefully he does well there. Let's see if he can get to whatever ranking he is now, number 5 in the world. We'll see. We'll see. You know, I'm just kidding. All right, we have this next fight. Now we're changing things up a little bit here, guys, because this has been an Xbox card tonight, exclusively all Xbox fights. But we have 2 of the best of the PlayStation fighters coming at you right now for the co-main event of the evening, and this is a great matchup here. We got a Bathing Ash who'll be taking on Jab Straight Spam Chub. Please tell us what you can about these 2 fighters.
Now, I was not around for the Bathing Ash's last fight. I do know Jab Straight Spam is a well-rounded fighter. He's got crisp boxing. He's got great groundwork. A Bathing Ash, I know likes to strike. Other than that, I don't know too much more. But a Bathing Ash is a great fighter. But he definitely has his work cut out for him. And Jab Straight Spam, who spars with some of the top people on PlayStation and looking to make his way up even more.
Yeah, we've seen Jab Straight Spam in the ESFL already, and I'm really showcased just a clean, clinical pressure game when he needs it as well. Boxing, heavy striking style, which has been very effective for him. And a Bathing Ash, I remember when he made his debut, and he worked his way up the rankings pretty quick as well. But yeah, this is just a great, nice little firefight for co-main event of the evening here, getting in here. And shout out to Jab Straight Spam. He is on the Jab Straight Spam is one of the ESFL staff members. He gets it in here, helps out behind the scenes as well, guys. So props to him.
Yeah, fight. He's on the job and he's fighting.
Yeah, 2. He's doing both tonight. You wouldn't catch me doing that, mate. Oh. Can't commentate and fight.
Balin.
I could actually.
Balin, I think a lot of people would. Let's get the sub count up. Maybe we can get Balin to jump in a fight, an exhibition match.
20. If we hit 20.
We hit 20 subs. Let's hit 20 subs and we'll get Balin an exhibition match. Let's go. Okay, so we got Jab Straight Spam in the blue gloves as DC, and the Bathing Ash as Junior Dos Santos in the red gloves.
And we've seen this matchup. This was the first fight of the night as well, and we saw that DC picked to have a real hard time closing that distance because the footwork isn't the best. The hand speed's okay, but it's no real advantage over JDS. So closing that distance without getting hit with the short reaches is pretty rough. You almost have to resist the urge to step in and jab. You got to walk into range and then throw, or walk into range, block in, and then try and throw and counter. But it's tough, man. You're short as DC, but we'll see what Jab Straight tries to go for. Does have a lot of stamina and can get those hands out nice and quick, but the Bathing Ash here, man. You know he's looking for that rear uppercut all day. JDS rear uppercut, left hook, jab into the rear uppercut. He also have those kicks as well, but we'll see. Let's see what he decides to favor in this fight.
Yeah, this should be an interesting matchup. I'm excited for it. PlayStation side, it's always nice to throw a PlayStation fight on here too, so this is awesome.
Mario Yamasaki.
One of the worst refs to do it. Let's
go. Whoa, come on now. There's no need for that. All right, here we go, guys. Co-main event of the evening. ESFL 37 here. A Bathing Ash in the red gloves with that JDS pick. Taking on jab straight span. Look at these two guys just feeling each other out here. Beautiful straight right to the body to set us off here. Comes back with that lead hook as well. And in the inside trading, jab straight. Did nothing but plant and wait. And there it goes. Comes back in. Hits him nicely. Oh, pull counter. Doesn't. Oh, God, there's the uppercut.
Oh, there's that rear uppercut.
Man, look at the block deteriorate every time we get hit right here. They've dropped each other already. Bloody hell, this is kicking off, isn't it?
I can't do DC in heavyweight.
Well, this is the slight problem with that pull counter, I think, is although it's a great technique, you know, it doesn't always get you out of trouble from a lot of these shots, especially if it's a head kick. And head kicks can come and catch you right on the end of it, so you got to be careful with that lean. Make sure you time it beautifully. Jab straight spam's going back to it. A lot of them were surprised with Bathing Ash. He even took a step back there just to set up a little bit more distance, probably to get that head kick off. But it does slip to the outside, but this is where you don't want to be. Now he's just shooting that takedown. Just going straight back is jab straight spam. He needs to find a way to stop this forward pressure. Again, he's planting there, which is good.
He's got to throw a little bit.
Yeah, the problem now is that Bathing Ash is way too confident already in this fight. And he knows he can just walk forward and throw punches. He doesn't care if he gets hit. He knows he has the health advantage. He can bank on winning in the trade if it comes down to them two trading. So jab straight has to avoid and counter and then come back in. He can't just keep going back. It's easier said than done right now. I mean, it's all over him. There's that uppercut again. Oh, man. Ooh. Tough fight.
Bathing Ash with that's a tough matchup. Bathing Ash with a big win over jab straight spam. I mean, that JDS can be super overwhelming. You can't get him to the ground quick. You have to either mirror match him to an extent, or you know, it's tough. Heavyweight's a very tough weight
heavyweight
class.
Is probably it's super tough. Like no mistakes, and you know it's real hard to just keep that forward pressure. As soon as you get rocked once at heavyweight, you know your opponent is just going to have so much confidence in their ability to just walk you down. I mean, jab straight did get that first rock off, but then Bathing Ash came back and hit him a couple of times and dropped him with that uppercut. And after that, he had the chin health advantage. You know, you're going to walk your opponent down and trade in the pocket because you've got more health than they do. So
see Mario disappear right at the end of that stoppage. He disappeared.
Yeah, just faded from existence. It's not there anymore.
Great fight. No. Great fight by a Bathing Ash. You really swarmed jab straight spam. We know we'll see jab straight spam back here again. Bathing Ash, I'm sure as well. Just picked up a win. Great knockout. Great fight. Love it. This card has been fire. Start, and we're not even finished yet. We have one more.
The main
big fight to go.
The main event of the just the main event. Yep.
Evening for me.
Yes, the evening for you. So here we go, guys. A recap on a fight card right here, real quick, just in case you didn't see it right there. Main event: Kinetic Energy taking on EK Darth. We're going to get it on right now. Vegas MMA taking on EK. Once again, Vegas MMA already won up this evening. I don't want to bring camp rivalries into it, but it is just a straight fact. Great matchup coming your way. Jab straight spam. Bathing Ash filling in the gap right there. Good little fight. Ash just overwhelming jab straight, who will be back. No worries. Far too optimistic to keep that boy down. Preach taking on Crooks. What a great fight that was. We had Prodigies, Prioxis, great little combo matchup there with Suspect and Zero as well. So many good fights this evening. So thank you all for joining us. And I believe we have to take a quick intermission before this one, just to wrangle something together in the back. Is that correct?
It's telling me yes.
Yes. Yep. Okay. Right. We'll be back in about. It looks about 30 seconds or so. Right. And then get yourselves ready for this one. Don't go anywhere. Although you got 30 seconds, so maybe grab a snack or an apple or something healthy and nutritious. Some carrot and some hummus.
Or follow.
We'll be back in about
a follow on Twitter.
30 seconds. Alright guys, we are back, gonna get it on right now. We got the main event of the evening. It's a little blurry, hopefully it clears up. Usually these connections are fine. Guys, we are here, the #1 contender, Monsieur EK Darth, heading that camp, coming back here nice and strong, taking on Kinetic. Oh, they have not fought each other. That is not possible. It's 0-0 right here. No. I don't believe that. Not for a second. Fake right
news,
here. Fake news, I agree, man. Kinetic NRG right here picking up Conor McGregor as always. And Darth grabbing that Edson Barbosa pick. How excited are you for this one, Chat? Give me a scale of 1 to 10. Come on, man. This is freaking Darth versus Kinetic.
Dude, it's 11 out of 10, 12 out of 10, man. You got Kinetic defending his belt against EK Darth. You have Kinetic as, you know, his McGregor is relentless, and Darth was an interesting pick in Barboza. I'm interested to see how he's going to try to mix this up against a crazy pressure fighter in Kinetic. I mean, these two are yeah. I don't know how this is gonna go. This fight, I'm ready. I'm just ready to see it.
I think we've got EK Darth right here, guys. So 6-5 right now, but definitely a vet. Been way up there in the ranked fight, like in the rankings on Xbox right now. Super high up there, #1 contender in the world right now. And he's gone with this Barbosa pick now. Obviously, you got the leg kicks, but you do have a full range of all attacks. Head kicks gonna come up nice and fast. Wheel kicks, if you need them, throw them in there for. He's got to throw something crazy at Kinetic, but he has the speed to compete with McGregor and the footwork, so I think that's going to play in his favor. But Kinetic Energy, you know what he's about. He's with McGregor, absolutely dangerous. The belt is on the line, guys. Let's go right here. Beautiful roundhouse to start this fight. And Kinetic's all about that forward pressure right here. He's not going to back up. He wants to corral him into the corner, so Darth knows going into this fight, more than likely he's on that back foot, but he's already eaten that straight right twice. Double jab into that straight right.
Ooh.
So much damage. Slips the right hand there of Darth.
And Darth, the timing of that slip.
Oh. Darth has to quickly figure out what he can do to stop this pressure without...
What did I say, Balin? Relentless.
He's not going to have time to think about how he can stop this, because by the time he's processing it, he's already getting hit again. So he has to come up with something, a stance switch here for energy. There we go. Darth getting himself off that cage. Oh!
Darth with the knockdown.
Oh my god! Oh my god, follows it up beautifully there. 1-2. Kinetic's been here before, man. He's been here before, he's been rocked, and he's come back from this, and he's lost from this before as well. From these little cheeky catches, so he's got to be careful. Beautiful job. Ooh. You know his grappling's on point right here as well, so no problem here for the champion.
Yeah.
All those elbows. And this is where Darth didn't really want to be or plan to be. But he's up, he's okay, and now he's got to figure out something quick. He's already starting to retreat away, which he can't do here unless he really wants to fight off that back foot. Taking some tips from Unibot, perhaps.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gotta be careful, man, because like I said, Kinetic is relentless. Once Darth gets his feel, I mean, look at EK Darth's head damage already when it comes up. He already did a significant amount of damage with those slip straights and those double jab to straights as well.
Oh, it catches him again with the straight.
He runs him again.
Man, and this is the problem. I mean, Kinetic, again, returns to the body with a roundhouse. We talked about this earlier on tonight several times. But I mean, Kinetic is catching him big and strong with that forward pressure. It's unrelenting, but he's walking into the shots, man. You know, and that's the danger of becoming such a forward pressure fighter. Now he can take it. The chin stat on McGregor is super high, and Darth's stamina is a little bit lower than his. Kinetic's just
I think Darth was seemed like Darth needed to warm up a little bit, and he did. Look, he's doing a great job catching body kicks. Oh, nice slip straight.
Yeah.
Wow, what a fight right now. Already the first round.
And Kinetic landed that immediately in the opening stanza.
Their stamina almost identical.
I think Kinetic's got that little bit of advantage here, especially because he's getting some timings off and landing those big body kicks here. Those interrupts the legs.
Yeah.
Darth is investing in that leg health, but I don't think this fight's going to go long enough for it to be a factor. More roundhouse whiffs on that one here, though. And Darth doing a much better job of holding the center of the octagon now. He's not backing up to the cage nearly as much as he is. Starting by blocking low on the outside of these combos. Knows those body kicks are coming in. And man, this is a freaking intense round. Both fighters almost at half stamina.
Balin, I don't see this fight even going to... I don't know if it's going to even championship rounds at this pace.
Well, no. But I mean,
you have Barboza and you have McGregor. I don't know if...
Oh, someone's batteries are low. Okay, that's not good. But I mean, you just don't know, because I don't think I even have time to speak right now, because it's just I'm trying to my brain's trying to compute what the hell's happening on the screen as well. You think they get to a title fight like this, you're not going to throw it all out on the line and start at such a high pace. I mean, I'd just be way too patient, I think, but Kinetic doesn't want any of that. Part of the tactic is to overwhelm you and swarm you with information. Whiffs on that roundhouse there, which he kind of needs to land.
Let's be real, man. Kinetic is not a patient fighter. No. He wants you out of there first.
He does, man. Why not? Why not? And Darth back against the cage again now. He did a good job of getting off this, but this is not where he wants to be. He blocked low and ate that uppercut, and that's real bad.
This is not... Oh, nice denial.
Yeah, beautiful job. I knew that was coming. And he's back up now.
Yeah, he does not want to have his back against the cage with Kinetic there. Like, standing right.
Straight left. Oh, that's it. That's it. Beautiful job. Just too much.
Kinetic energy. With his title defense against EK Darth. What a fight we just had. And then Kinetic just turned it up. Put Darth's back against the cage and just went nuts. And like just like in the beginning of the first round is how he tried to... Oh, wow.
And it's honestly so much easier said than done. I mean, you know you're not supposed to be there. You know, you got to try and find a way out. It's impossibly hard, especially when Kinetic's just charging at you. And by the time you kind of think like, okay, I'm going to try and use this, I mean, you're getting hit in the face. It's real rough. He had a lot of success when he was coming forward, rocking Kinetic twice, dropped him even. When he was coming forward, but
when you get backing up and having your we saw all night the people that had their backs against the cage, a lot of those people ended up taking a loss because of that reason. You're stuck against the cage, you can't move, you get certain perks for being the guy on the opposite side of it, you know what I mean? So
yeah, I mean there are things you can do, but at this level, if you can make them work, I mean it's another thing, you know. you can roll and use that forward pressure. You know, if someone's stepping in and throwing, and you can slip and throw back, you know, you can hurt their stamina, drop them well below half. Where's the belt? We didn't see a belt. I want to see that belt. I want to see that strap.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, right.
Bloody hell. Right. There we go. Anyway, what a great night of fights.
Amazing night of fights. Wow. I mean, it was just nonstop action. Just nonstop, start to end.
Start to finish.
Yeah. Wow. Great.
Oh my goodness. Well, it was very nice to be here
for this whole card. These fights are awesome to come back and call. I had been away a couple of weeks myself, so you know, joining you in the booth for this kind of fight card was wow, super refreshing. Come back and just have a card stacked like this.
And everybody showed up tonight. We didn't really have any. We had one late replacement, I think, but apart from that, just solid performances all around from all the fighters, the winners and the losers. Man, you know, it takes a special kind of individual to want to show up after a loss, and many of these people have done that. That's how you make your name eventually. You know, like these records don't stay clean in the ESFL. You know, you got to take your licks and keep on ticking, otherwise you're not going to reach that top right now. And Darth falling to 6-6, was the #1 contender on 6-5 right there. You know, he's had his wins, he's had his losses, and he got a couple of shots in on Kinetic, but Kinetic moving to 12-2 right now. It's possibly one of the better records we've got here at the ESFL, and looking straight fire,
I
man.
think Brand New Mac is one of the only, I believe, people, for another former champ to have even close. I think he's close to that record, or he's up there at least.
Yeah, Brand New Mac.
Kind of. But man, let's see who he's gonna have to defend his belt against next. That was a great fight. It was a great brawl, and then Kinetic I felt like he just took over towards the end of that. He got him up against the cage right where he wanted him, and he just unloaded.
Yeah, I mean, that's his game, isn't it? I mean, and you know that's what's going to happen, but it's just we haven't really found people who can consistently stop him. I mean, that's not to say he's not invulnerable. You know, we saw a lot of vulnerability just in that fight alone. I mean, not that you could call that luck in any way, but there's definitely openings in his form of attack that leave him vulnerable. So there are ways you can rock Kinetic and hurt him and to stop that forward pressure, but it's finding the time and, you know, in some regards believing that you can, because you've just got this onslaught coming at you. Your instinct is to back up, cover up, and he mixes it up so well, and he'll hit you at the same thing twice, and then you'll change your timing pattern to defend it, and then something else is coming at you. So it was
yeah, I think for some people, I think Kinetic has that Conor Silva effect. You know, I think he does get it. And I don't think he got in Darth's head, but certain opponents, I believe he can get in a certain opponent's head with his skill level. So I think he has that, man. I
think the key to beating Kinetic is trying to slow the fight down a little bit, and that's just very, very difficult.
And how did that super difficult with the way he puts that on. So yeah, I agree with you though.
If you can get a clinch, see what happens. You'll probably still have trouble, but we'll see. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for ESFL, the Esports Fight League number 37 next week. Number 38 is going to be a good one too as well. We will let you know what's on the books. Best way to find out what's on the books is to follow us on the Twitter, follow us on the Instagram, jump in on the Discord as well, guys. Thank you for all the new subscribers tonight, showing love for the Esports Fight League. We appreciate your support. We really do. Everyone on this team works super hard to bring you these cards every week, and we thank all the fighters for taking part, and we thank you guys for coming to watch as well. We hope you all enjoyed yourselves. Have a good week. Look after yourselves. No UFC this weekend, but we've got some good fights coming up in the real world as well. Some big fights. Conor, Khabib announced. What a good night that's going to be as well. So we'll look forward to that in the future as well. But Chad, thank you very much for joining me, my friend.
Always a pleasure, Balin. We always have a great time in the booth, and this was a great night of fights. Again, what Balin said, shout out to the fighters, shout out to the staff in the back, shout out to the subscribers, followers, and all that. Thank you guys so much.
Perfect. Right, we will see you next week. Take care, have a good night, and enjoy your week, guys. Until next Sunday.
Take it easy.